Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of. Hang on. God damn it. Is my microphone picking up on the wrong microphone? Why did no one in my team tell me this? My mic sounds terrible. Is it just me, or does my mic sound terrible? Team, can anyone confirm that for me? It sounds awful. Hello?
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
What the
Wait.
fuck's wrong with my
bad.
microphone? What is wrong with my microphone?
It sounds like it's coming through your webcam.
It does sound like it's coming through my webcam, but it's not.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Welcome to
Hope you're all-
CobraCast.
Yes,
better?
part 100. Yeah,
that
that's better. Yeah,
Okay.
take it away.
All right, thank you. Okay, so we've got some peeps up in here. I don't know why my microphone was picking up on the wrong level. And it also sounds a little quiet, so maybe we can bump it up a little bit there. All right, tell me if that's better. Good Lord, this is worse than Friday Night Tights beginning tonight. And trust me, that was bad. Okay, that was very, very bad. But how's everybody doing tonight? It is CobraCast IRL, and we are ready to have some fun tonight. I missed all of you, but guess what? This is the 1 week anniversary of a meme that has now become a reality. A meme that we willed into existence. I just wanted to go live. I just wanted to have some fun at Tim Pool's expense. I just wanted to meme on him a little bit over the whole Eliza Blue, Shane Cashman nonsense. And so I did. And you guys, you guys made this thing a reality. We're trying to do like different graphics for CobraCast. You guys are asking for merch. I've done it every single night except for last night because I did some traveling yesterday, and so we didn't get set up last night. But hey, we're going for it. Okay, we're going for it, and I'm excited. I hope you're all excited. Smash the melee button if you like what you see here. I see we just got. Let's see. Valkyra Winter for 10 gifted memberships. 10 gifted memberships. Are you kidding me? We're getting started already? Disillusioned man for a super chat. Says D-Day Grifter IRL. That's right. Gerald Armstrong is here. Gerald Armstrong says, Tim had Neocon Queen on tonight and Coulter. Ooh. I did not see any of this show tonight. I'm not a fan of Ann Coulter at all. Saying Adam says, thanks for CobraCast. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Let me guess what Ann Coulter probably had to say. She probably complained about Trump. She probably talked about how great DeSantis is. She probably talked about how she's one of the only people that's willing to speak out or some shit like that. Is that about right? Does that kind of sum it up right there? I think that would probably sum up what she was about, because that's pretty much all she ever does at this point in time. And I know she famously said, like, "Hey, you know, like, what did she say? She basically went on Bill Maher's show and said that Donald Trump was going to win back before no one else would. Credit to her. But she's turned on Trump just like most people have, and so I can only imagine the nonsense she was spewing tonight. But I didn't know I guess that she's just trying to stay relevant. Let's see, what did Steph send right here? Okay, Steph just sent me. Oh, here we go. Steph just sent me a clip. Okay, let me share this. Okay, good job, Steph, on this. Let's hear what we'll get to this in just a minute. Yeah, so she sent me a clip of Ann Coulter talking about Trump. And look, man, things are going to get really, really bad. Really, really bad. I mean, you guys think it's ugly now with the Crowder stuff and the Blaze and the Daily Wire and all of that. It's going to get massively ugly through this entire process leading into DeSantis versus Trump. I think it's a mistake for DeSantis to run, but what do I know? I mean, Ron DeSantis is the best governor in America. I think there's no doubt about that. I think he's running into a buzzsaw by going up against Trump, and I think it potentially could blow up everything. I think it's going to get really, really nasty, and you're already seeing some of the effects of that with this whole story about Fox News and Tucker Carlson. And what's crazy about it is, like, and I will get into that here in a bit, that they basically said the Dominion voting has basically filed a lawsuit against Fox News. There's some private messages, text messages between Tucker Carlson and some people, Sean Hannity, and they basically are saying things about Trump in private. And it's being painted that Tucker Carlson was this true blue Trump guy. Maybe I'm wrong, okay? I don't watch Tucker Carlson religiously or anything like that. I like Tucker. He has some really good takes occasionally. I don't hang my hat on everything Tucker says, but I don't remember Tucker just being a unapologetic Trump guy. I just don't remember that. I remember him being obviously he supported Trump, but I don't remember him just being I'm just going to plant my MAGA flag and I'm going to support Trump no matter what. I don't remember him being that. Also, I remember him blasting Sidney Powell when she wouldn't come onto his show. I remember him going off on Sidney Powell. So a lot of this was him talking in private based on what we heard him say publicly for the most part. Maybe the Trump stuff, he didn't say that publicly, but I don't remember him being that guy. Sean Hannity was definitely that guy. Sean Hannity has always been not even a Trump guy. Sean Hannity's a Republican. He sucked George W. Bush off constantly during the Iraq War and the weapons of mass destruction and all of that. Sean Hannity is about as much of an NPC as you're going to find. So that doesn't surprise me that Sean Hannity said things in private that maybe he didn't say publicly. But Tucker, I never got the sense that Tucker was just this all-in guy on Trump. I never got that sense. So exactly. Somebody just said he's never been Trump's cheerleader. I don't remember that either. But the media is painting it that he was that way. The media is sitting there going, Tucker Carlson has turned on Trump privately. He says one thing publicly, but he says another thing privately. And that's not really true from anything that I have seen from Tucker. That's not really true. Again, I'm not saying I'm a Tucker guy, but I don't think that's necessarily true at all. And I think that it's bullshit, but that's what's going to happen. So now you're hearing a lot of the left-leaning media is bringing the 2020 election up again. And they're bringing it up again because they're trying to create more division. Now, they don't want to talk about all of the lies that the left spread about Russia, and all of the collusion and all of the lies that have been spread about Donald Trump. They don't want to talk about any of that. They don't want to remind people of that. But they do want to bring up the 2020 election and revisit that because they're trying to create more division, and they already anticipate that there's going to be a lot of division with Trump v. DeSantis. So, I don't know, man. It's going to get really, really bad. Let me see what you guys are saying here in the chat. Hello, everyone. Smash the melee button if you don't mind. That is a simple request from a simple man, by the way. I just want to point that out. So, let's see. Valkyra says, been watching 1923 Yellowstone show. Not as good as the other, sadly, but hey, loving the stream you're doing, mate. Well, thank you, and thank you for the gifted memberships. I just watched the entire season of Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone. Holy shit, it's so good. And it's done by the same guy that did Yellowstone, Taylor Sheridan. Tulsa King is amazing. Tulsa King is on point. Sylvester Stallone just crushing it, bro. Oh, it's so fucking good. 9 episodes. It's on Amazon. You can run through it in no time. Tulsa King is legit. Taylor Sheridan is making television great again. He absolutely is. Let me see. CJ says, your friendly neighborhood PR bot here checking in. Hail CobraCast IRL. Thank you, CJ. Let me see. Yeah, the binge model, baby. The binge model. We already got 1,000 people up in here, by the way. 1,000 people are here for CobraCast IRL. You guys are loving it. And I saw someone, Jay Schwalbach is here. Jay Schwalbach in the house becoming a member. He became a Car Video member. We got Bradley Burnett gifting 10 D-Day Cobra memberships. I saw someone in the chat early on say this. I don't know who it is. Okay, but this is why the chat continues to be the M fucking V fucking P. All right, someone in the chat said that the comment section on this channel is the snake pit, the Cobra Crew snake pit. Come on, how good is that? You guys are in the snake pit right now. So when people come in there talking shit, they're coming into the snake pit. You gotta love that one. That is badass, okay? That is badass. Don't come in there. Don't come into the snake pit. Was it Nick? It was Nick right there. Okay. Hell yeah. So I like it. I like it. That's good stuff right there. Britain says, you rock, Jeremy. You do great work. Hashtag Trump 2024. Thank you. Josie, pure, let's see, Josie 818, pure blood. Within hours after President Trump announced that he was visiting East Palestine, Ohio, to oversee the cleanup, Biden finally approved FEMA help. Yes, and that's what I meant by Trump destroying Biden. Trump announced that he is going to visit Ohio because that's what a real leader does. That's what a real president does. And the fact that Biden has relatively ignored this entire situation speaks volumes about who Joe Biden is. Joe Biden is a complete and total disaster on every single possible level. It's disgusting. It's embarrassing where we are as a country right now. And no matter where you look, bad things are happening. But leadership matters. So, like, for instance, we are down in the Orlando area. I'm currently in Pensacola because I'm back home, but I'll be back in, down at Geeks and Gamers headquarters very soon. Yesterday morning, we woke up to news that there was this massive fire in Kissimmee, Florida. I need a swig of water for the working man. Hang on. We woke up to this news that there was this massive fire, and it was very scary looking. And there was reports that everyone should stay inside within the area. It wasn't that far from us, okay? And all of a sudden, it's pretty much been taken care of. Do you know why? Because there's strong leadership in the state of Florida. There's strong leadership. Ron DeSantis ain't going to let that happen. He's not going to let anything get out of control. And, with what we are lacking as a country, we're lacking so much as a country, and it all begins and ends with leadership. Let's see. Gerald, where'd it go? This thing just keeps jumping. Jared Armstrong, Hannity is suking off Newt Gingrich. I just don't like Sean Hannity. Sean Hannity's a slime ball, in my opinion. I've never found Sean Hannity to be anyone that seemed trustworthy. And he will do whatever the Republican Party talking point is. He has no honest opinion out there. He just repeats whatever the Republican narrative is. I've always felt that way about Sean Hannity. And again, I've made a living from calling out the left. I've made a living from calling out Hollywood. And mainly it's because it applies to the things, a lot of the things that I've cared about in the entertainment industry. And the left has destroyed so much of our entertainment, and they continue to do that, whether it's video games or movies or comics or whatever it is. The left has destroyed all of that. But I'll call the right out in a hot minute. And people like Sean Hannity are trash. And they're just as bad as the people on the left. They're not honest. They're not good faith reporters or even pundits or whatever whatever they're trying to call themselves to cover up for their garbage. Hayden, 75. I'm Gary levels of late, but I'm here. What's up, Hayden? We hope you're doing well, buddy. You're not that late. We just started. We only started like 15 minutes ago, Hayden. You're good, bro. You're good. You're here right when the party's getting started, okay? Chris Roberts says, Jeremy, please shout out my bros at SoCal Pro Wrestling. They have a show on YouTube this Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Thanks, you rock. So this is Chris Robert wants me to shout out his bros at SoCal Pro Wrestling. They have a show on YouTube this Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific. That is awesome. Good luck to them. You guys may or may not know this. I actually promoted wrestling shows back in the day. Yes, it is true. I promoted wrestling shows. I did. I told the story one time before, but I messed up the story in terms of the location. It was in Chipley, Florida, is where it happened. I can't remember where I said before. It was I said that it was I mistakenly said it was a town here near Pensacola, but Chipley's actually near Panama City, where I used to live. So Chipley, Florida, at the National Guard Armory is where it happened. And it was awesome, man. Jeremy Cash, baby. Some of the people in the chat remember. Jeremy Cash, you remember. So good to see that. You gots to love it. Matt D says, since 8% of the U.S. population became first-time gun owners after 2020 Summer of Love, gun rights is a big thing that is going to split Republicans. Yes, it is. That's going to be a big issue, but I think that the Trump DeSantis thing is going to be really, really nasty. It's going to be really, really nasty. And that's what I'm most worried about right now. I'm terrified of this. I really am. If there's spammers, we can't have spam, okay? The only thing you can do, you can't come into the snake pit and start spamming, okay? You can complain, you can criticize me, you can do whatever you want, but you can't spam the chat, all right? No spammers in the snake pit. Get the fuck out of here, all right? Get out of here. Nobody wants you here, all right? This is what happens when you enter the snake pit and you spam. This is what happens. Damn! Get the fuck out of here, all right? We ain't got time for you. We don't want you. We don't need you. You are not welcome here, okay? You're not welcome here. Swig of water for the working man. It never gets old. I'm playing it again. I'm playing it again. It doesn't get old. It just doesn't. One more time. Damn! That's so brutal. Bro. Oh my gosh. We need... We need that clip of, what's his name? In the face! That's what... The sound is perfect. It is just perfect. Oh, man. Jay Schwalbeck, how many of the fucking channels do I have to buy? Every time you start a new channel, I need to sign up. Give me one place to buy everything. My P-News can only take so much. I totally understand, Jay Schwalbeck. I totally understand. I got way too many. Freaking channels. Crimson Eagle with a 50. Crimson Eagle with the 50. My brother from another mother. Usually have to watch the next day, but stayed up late for the best cast in town. I'd like to hear your thoughts on the Tears of the Kingdom and Redfall. Love your content, buddy. Long live the Cobra crew. That's what's up right there. Thank you, Crimson Eagle. And I hope we don't keep you up too late tonight, man. But you can always catch the replay here on D-Day Cobra when we get wrapped up. I haven't looked too much into Redfall, but Tears of the Kingdom, I mean, I think Tears of the Kingdom is going to be absolutely game of the year for sure. We've had some really good games this last year. Elden Ring was an all-timer, but Tears of the Kingdom, for those that don't know, is the sequel to Breath of the Wild, The Legend of Zelda, and Nintendo's put a lot of time and energy into this. They understand how big this game is in terms of the expectations, and they need this game to be what everybody expects it to be. And the bar is so high because Breath of the Wild is considered one of the greatest games of all time. And so my hype level is through the roof for Tears of the Kingdom. I cannot wait for it. So I'll get more information on Redfall, and I'll get back to you on that. We got trolls up in here. Hey, so Krista, J Hellstorm, Steph, they're all backstage right now. But we need to see if we can get a few more mods in here. Eric K's here though. No, you're good, Eric. Eric, you're always on it. You're always on it, bro. No apologies necessary. All right, I am here to protect you now. Thank you, thank you. All right, so. Now, what I wanted to talk about, and you guys are still like, gosh, you're rolling in. We got like 1,300 people. We got like 1,300 people in here. We've got gifted memberships. We've got everything. Uh-oh. My Nerdy Home's in the chat, and she's got a wrench. Eric K's here. He's got a wrench, and he ain't scared to use it. You might want to watch out. Okay, let's listen to what Ann Coulter had to say tonight on Timcast IRL. Stephanie shared this with me, so let's hear this.
Trump we trust. And I was introducing him at rallies 2 weeks after he announced out in Iowa and elsewhere. And look, if you read in Trump we trust, I wouldn't take back a single word of it. In fact, I've given it to certain Republican presidential candidates. I want to read it saying, but you actually have to do it. Because the 2016 campaign, I think, was the greatest presidential campaign in world history. But in the book, I make it very clear he's an awful person. He's a con man. He's a grifter. Horrible, tacky vulgarian. Got all that. But he's the only one offering us this basket of issues I want to vote on. Yeah. Obviously, number one, immigration. Number 2, 3, and 4, immigration and the wall. Bringing trade back, this worship of free trade, and no more stupid wars. Those were like the 3 biggest things. And he supported things like, gun rights.
But he took most of those. So she's talking about the things he ran on. Most of those things he did a great job on, especially. There were no fucking wars. He created historic peace deals. He did build the wall. He didn't build the entire wall. We know why that didn't happen. Because he had opposition at everything he was trying to do. Like, we didn't have... The man gave us no new wars. He's the first sitting president in God knows how long that gave us no new wars. And he brokered historic peace deals. And you're mad at what? What are you mad about? Jesus Christ. This is why the Republican Party is such a disaster. Because these people that wanted him, he comes in and does exactly what he said he was going to fucking do. And they're still mad. Holy shit.
Writes very strongly. And then, he gets into office and starts talking about amnestying the dreamers. They're the ones I want to deport first because they're bossy and obnoxious. At least, you catch another illegal alien and they say, okay, you got me. No, dreamers.
Whose cat is this, by the way? I don't know. Like, is this, I don't watch Timcast enough to know. Does Tim have a cat? I know he's got chickens. So, does he have a cat? I have no idea.
How dare you not give me amnesty? So Trump gets elected, doesn't build the wall, builds 33 miles, 6 months before the election. It's a 2,000-mile border.
Oh, my God, man. Oh, my God.
He takes Kim Kardashian, noted criminologist, to push through laws releasing criminals. That's a huge hit with Americans, especially after 2020. That's great. Yeah,
well, he's always known how to be a celebrity, right? Like that reminded me of the reality TV show aspect of Trump, right? He knew.
I think you're giving him more. I don't even think it's knowing how to be. I think he's a narcissistic. I didn't read. The one thing I didn't know when I wrote In Trump We Trust is how profoundly stupid he is. I made very clear in the book the only thing he could do. We will forgive him.
See, this dude has been a billionaire my entire life, or at least a multimillionaire, very, very wealthy, and then eventually became a billionaire, I guess in the 80s, maybe 90s. I'm not exactly sure. I just know he's been relevant my entire life, okay? And he's been... Hollywood loved Trump all of these years. Hollywood loved him. Politicians loved him. He manipulated politicians while he was a businessman. He was Elon Musk was Trump. So Trump and Elon Musk are very similar in the fact that Hollywood and the left loved them until they spoke out. And then they became the worst human beings on the planet. Do you realize now? Now, I'm not saying that Trump and Elon Musk are the same intelligence level. Elon Musk is on a different level, okay? But the reality of it is now the left and the mainstream, their narrative is that Elon Musk is not smart. Their narrative is that he's not a good businessman. What the fuck are you talking about? And so for them to spread that around with Trump, you don't get to do what he's done in life for as long as he's done it and not be intelligent. What is wrong with these people? It's unbelievable. I mean, it's just insane.
For anything. And I defended him the day after the Access Hollywood, pussy grabbing tape came out. I was giving a speech before like 5,000 people in California up in farmland. And I was pedal to the metal defending him. And I said, we'll forgive him for anything, but unless you betray us on immigration. Yeah. Oh, and guess what he did? You can't do every campaign rally, build the wall, build the wall, build the wall, and then not build the wall and expect to get real.
Does she have... Ann Coulter's been around for a long time, okay? She's intentionally acting like she doesn't understand why the entire wall didn't get built. She knows exactly why the entire wall didn't get built. And she's being this way because I guess this is what she gets traction off of now, because I guess it doesn't pay as good as it used to be a Trump supporter from the conservative or the right now. And so I guess her new thing is to be a conservative voice that criticizes Trump, because the left will love you to death. You know what I mean? Holy shit.
Elected.
Well, that was the best part of your Twitter account for me for a long time, was your how many days, like, no progress on the wall.
Border wall updates.
Yeah. And you were intense about it. You were one of the most vocal people keeping his feet to the fire on the border wall.
Yeah, that works.
It didn't work.
So, yeah, I mean, that's just nonsense beyond belief right there. I am pretty blown away by how incredibly dumb she is. But again, she's not that dumb as much as she's playing up that stupid narrative. That is insane. So yeah, I mean, because I'm sure Ann Coulter got a lot of attention whenever she made those claims that Trump was going to win, and it kind of went super viral. I'm sure she got a ton of traction. That made her a lot of money. That got her a lot of relevancy, because she was one of the first, if not the first, people to say that, and she got clowned on Bill Maher's show for saying it, but she was right. But I guess the more support Trump got from high-profile personalities on the right in the media, I guess her voice didn't carry as much weight, so now she's doing this. And she's been doing this for a while. Didn't she? So she had the book, the Trump book. I don't know how well that sold. But yeah, it's wild, man. But I'm not a fan of hers. And, it is what it is. All right, where are we at? Yes, Ann Coulter gets the beard of shame. Ann Coulter has earned the beard of shame. Jay Hellstorm, I know you were working something up, a template. I don't know if you can give us Ann Coulter's beard of shame, but if you can type that up and throw that on Twitter, I would love to share that one out. Ann Coulter has earned it. Let's see. Lorenzo says Jeremy has TDS. DeSantis is the answer and has a chance of beating Biden. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure you're like doing a spin on the Trump derangement syndrome because I'm a Trump fan, but I don't hate DeSantis. I love Ron DeSantis. I think Ron DeSantis, I'll repeat what I've said 1,000 times, Ron DeSantis will be one of the great politicians in history. He just will. All right? But right now, Ron DeSantis is being set up to walk right into the equivalent of political suicide. That's what he's doing by going up against Trump, because what's happening is that all of the people that will attack DeSantis, they're propping him up right now because of their hatred of Trump. The moment that, and I don't think this will happen, but I'm just hypothetically speaking, the moment that Trump is out of the way, Ron DeSantis is not prepared for the hate that's coming his way. He's just not. He's not prepared for it. He cannot, nobody can handle the level of hatred that Trump gets. Even Elon Musk couldn't handle it. Even he backed off. And nobody can handle what Trump has endured and what he continues to endure. No one can. The answer, if you want to talk about the answer is Trump as president and DeSantis as vice president. Trump comes back, he has 4 years, and then DeSantis can then take up and have 8 years, and you have 12 years of glorious leadership. That's the answer right there. So, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm not looking forward to it. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, that's the 12-year plan, and that's the plan I want. So if you can tell me that me saying I want Trump and DeSantis on the same ticket, if you can tell me that that means that I have something against DeSantis, how do you make sense of that? How do you make sense of that? It makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. And let's see where we're at. And you guys are rocking and rolling up in here. We've got 1,600 people. We've got almost 1,000 likes right now. Smash the melee button if you don't mind. That is a simple request from a simple man. We've got mental health says to grift or not to grift. That is the grift. I grift. Therefore, I grift. Welcome to grifting, sir. Jay Schwalbach, there's your membership. We got Venom. What's up, Venom? Replaying Vice City, doing some cab missions. My first customer was the driver whose cab I just stole. That's awesome. Good stuff. We got a $20 from Yosh. $20, your first super chat. Your first ever super chat to the D-Day Cobra channel. Thank you. I like how they say Trump is simultaneously a super genius and also incredibly dumb. Yes, they say that all the time, and it makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. Hayden for 20. As much as I'd love DeSantis as prez, I think it has to be Trump right now. DeSantis would be a great VP, but you said nobody is ready for the heat. Everyone will be Trump. They will have that heat he had. The machine lives. Yes, I firmly believe that. And thank you, Hayden, and thank you to everybody else for the supers. I firmly believe that. I don't think anybody understands what Trump deals with like on a daily basis. The attacks are insane. The attacks are insane. And no one can deal with that. Now, there's another clip I want to show you guys. Now, this is pretty funny. And speaking of a challenger to Donald Trump. You guys have me. Let me see if you guys. I'm looking. That's all right. You guys, there's like so many already. Holy shit! You guys are quick on Twitter. Let me just scroll my mentions real quick, and I'll show you. We've already got some Beard of Shames. The Beard of Shame for one. Let's see. And Coulter, here we go. So there we go. There's a Beard of Shame from the Daily Bugle. I like the smile. That's pretty creepy right there. So we've got some Beard of Shame. So Ann Coulter has earned the Beard of Shame. Okay, I love the low effort of this one. I love the low effort here. Low effort memes are amazing. All right, look at the low effort here that Hercules Hernandez has. He just kind of just quick cropped Murphy's face, like the bottom portion, and just threw it over. Low effort memes are what the internet is all about. So, thank you. I know it had a piece of Jack Murphy's shoulder. You didn't even, wait, look, we're going back. You didn't even take Jack Murphy's beard, his shoulder. Look. It's got Jack Murphy's shoulder. Oh, that's really good. That's really good. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I'm always appreciative of low effort memes. That's what the internet's all about. But all right, how's everybody doing? I see everybody in the chat. The Cobra crew's in the chat having fun. They're talking. They're arguing. They're having fun. They're laughing at the memes. That's what it's all about. Alice in Blunderland. Do you think the U.S. will remain united, or do you think it will break up? I keep hearing talks of states wanting to succeed. Whether or not it will happen, I don't know. What do you think? I don't think that will happen. That's not to say I don't think it would probably. I mean, it would probably be good, but I don't think that that's realistic. I don't think a succession is possible. I really don't. I know there's a lot of talk of that. And it's a pretty big discussion, to be honest. It's out there, and it's probably bigger than a lot of people think. At the ground level of like certain events, I've heard some discussions, but I don't think that will ever actually happen. I think the discussions may amp up, but I don't think it's actually going to happen. Okay, so we got a clip from Don Lemon. All right, now this is funny right here. Okay, Don Lemon. Okay. Don Lemon is, Don Lemon is, well, he doesn't like women that are not in their prime. Now, I mean, the funny thing here is Don Lemon's not wrong, okay? He's not wrong at all. But when he says what he says, and by the way, Nikki Haley is a piece of shit, okay? Nikki Haley is trash. I have no respect for Nikki Haley. She's doing this to sell books. She's doing this to make money. She's doing this to kind of build her name up because she knows there's no chance in hell she can actually win the Republican nomination. All right? So there's no chance. But with that said, Don Lemon right here, now you could tell he realizes he stepped in it as soon as he gets questioned, he knows. He done fucked up. Here we go.
She says politicians are something and not in their. She says politicians are something and not in their prime. Nikki Haley isn't in her prime. Sorry. When a woman is considered to be in her prime in her 20s and 30s and maybe 40s.
What are you talking? Wait.
That's not according to me.
Prime for what?
So Don Lemon, all right, Mr. Don Lemon, the same guy who constantly told you how horrible Florida was. Florida was the worst place in the world until he wanted to come down to Florida, all right? And he wanted to lay in the sun, all right, with his pork wallet boyfriend, all right? And suddenly mask mandates were the big deal. DeSantis wasn't a real thing when suddenly he wanted to come down to Florida and vacation with his pork wallet boyfriend, all right? So now he's realizing, oh, shit. Oh, shit. One more time. Let's listen to it, and then I'll let it play all the way through.
She says politicians are something and not in their prime. Nikki Haley isn't in her prime. Sorry. When a woman is considered to be in her prime in her 20s and 30s and maybe 40s.
What are you talking? Wait.
That's not according to me.
Prime for what?
It depends. I mean, it's just like prime. If you look it up, if you Google when is a woman in her prime, it'll say 20s, 30s, and 40s. I don't necessarily.
40s. Oh, I got another.
I'm not saying
decade.
I agree with that. So I think she has to be careful about saying that politicians aren't in their prime.
You need to qualify. Are you talking about prime for like childbearing, or are you talking about prime for being president?
What the facts are.
Oh, so suddenly facts. Holy crap, bro! He would be the first person to destroy somebody for saying that. He would be the first person to destroy someone for that type of language. But of course, it's okay. It's okay because he said it. And I guess he gets the identity politics or whatever. All right, I do. Okay, I have a clip from Jay Hellstorm I got to share really quick, okay? And then we'll go back to that. Okay, so as you know, here at D-Day Cobra, here at the CobraCast IRL, all right, we're all about giving out awards, recognizing greatness, okay? We like to recognize greatness. So we'd like to recognize the greatness that is Ann Coulter, who has won Beard of Shame for the day.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Elizabeth.
Heartfelt.
I'd like to congratulate Ann Coulter on her horrifically bad take. I'd like to thank everyone that cast their vote for Ann Coulter, Beard of Shame, Ann Coulter. I'd also like to thank Jay Hailstorm for putting that graphic together. That was really good, actually. That's really good. Just so you guys can get the full scope of it. This will be what we do when we vote a Beard of Shame. Okay.
Yeah.
So when we vote a Beard of Shame, this will be the graphic. Jay Hailstorm will put it together, and we will present it in that fashion. So one more time.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Elizabeth.
Heartfelt.
That's really good. That's really good. Nice work, Jay Hailstorm. Very nice work. And that's the type of production value you can expect from the CobraCast. That's the type of production value you can expect right there. That's really good, actually. I'm pretty impressed with that one, Jay Hailstorm. So good work on that. Back to Don Lemon. I don't know if anything else gets said. I do like how they titled this. So look how they titled this. They titled this... hang on, I'm trying to see here. Okay. They titled this CNN's Don Lemon, 56, claims Nikki Haley, 51, isn't in her prime. That is how you get destroyed when you are part of that type of machine. And again, this is why you don't build a leftist echo chamber. This is why you don't do that, because when you do that, you're going to get destroyed. When you have a correct opinion, but you can't say the correct opinion because you're going to be canceled for your correct opinion. So let's listen to the rest of this.
Shoot the messenger. I'm just saying what the facts are.
The Uncomfortable Exchange had some on Twitter slamming Lemon's recent string of on-air bungles. Hey, good job there, Don Lemon. What's it like to be part of the Clinton News Network? Our boy Clay Travis. Don Lemon's political research for his show is literally, by his own words, Googling when is a woman in her prime and then taking whatever he reads there as fact. Simply remarkable. He's also lashing out and taking digs at his co-host because he's bitter that he got demoted for having co-host. I mean, well, the problem is that was a couple days ago, so I don't think we can give him the beard of shame today, but listen, all right? It's Don Lemon. He's going to have many, many, many opportunities to have the beard of shame, okay? He's going to have many. And so we will definitely leave that option open for sure. The other thing I was wanting to go over was the Eliza Blue stuff, but we'll go over that here in a bit because I guess she made some type of apology. Or so she took DeFango in a comment he made as an apology. He said it's not an apology, but she posted, "I accept your apology," and she got clowned again. This whole situation with Timcast and Shane Cashman and Eliza Blue just continues to be a complete and total disaster. And I don't know, he's just never going to address it, and that's why he's easy to meme on as well. Honestly Reckless says, Jeremy, big fan. Congrats on the new show. What do you think of streamer Destiny? I'm more R than him, more L than you. Be curious to see you guys talk politics. Would you ever invite him on? I know of Destiny. I've seen him on some stuff before. I can't say I've watched a ton of his stuff, but I am aware of him. I'm not against talking to anybody, for sure. I can't say that I know a ton about Destiny, but I've heard that he's the kind of guy that he seeks out conversations with people that he disagrees with, which I think is respectable on its own. So, but I don't know much about him beyond that. I guarantee that from the stuff I've heard of him, I mean, the fact that I'm a Trump supporter is going to send him screeching for sure. And so when that happens, it's almost like, is there really a good faith argument when you just can't comprehend that there's just people that genuinely support Donald Trump? He seems like a guy that just kind of, would lose his mind over that. And I've seen him do that a few times. Let's see, where are we at? Let me see. Man, we got a great crowd here. We've almost got 1,000 likes. We've got 25 new members of the Cobra Crew. Well, Cobra Crew's everybody, but, the gifted memberships are great. Blair White ripped Eliza badly. I was going to ask in what way did Blair White rip Eliza badly, but I probably shouldn't make that joke, so I won't. Anyway, I did watch Blair White's video on it. Blair White had a fantastic video. Lying dog-faced pony soldier. I when I saw the comment, I had to say that. I had to. But thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Grizzly Nightmare had enough family time. Cobra Crew rise. Damn right, man. Thank you. Bird Up says Cobra. La 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 la. Yeah, Blair White's video was fantastic on this topic. Let's see. AOE I Freak says is now a new member. Thank you for becoming a member. Gerald Armstrong, Trump visited Ground Zero like a day after 9/11. He wasn't afraid to cross the line into North Korea. Trump is a Chad. Trump is 100% a Chad. No doubt about it. Let's see. Don Lemon, Beard of Shame. I'm not saying I just tagged you in it. Not at all. All right, Azrael Rising. I'll see if I can check that out here in a minute. Tinso says, first the Southwest Airlines debacle, now these derailments. Pete Booty is doing such a great job. Well, that's what happens when your entire, like, the Biden administration's focus is to talk about how bad white men are and to push diversity. Like, who do they invented some position today where they hired somebody just to, like, they invented a new position or something like that. You know what I mean? And it was just so they could virtue signal off of it. It's absolutely insane, man. It's here, I bookmarked a few things. Let me see if it was in my bookmarks real quick. There was some type of oh my God, I forgot I bookmarked this one. Okay. I don't know if I should share this one or not, because this might make the audience leave. This is bad. I was looking through my bookmarks. So I kind of regret that I looked through my bookmarks now. I don't know if I want to share this, but this is what's happening to our world right now. It's not good either. This is what's happening. I don't know, man. You guys promise not to leave? It's a 55-second video. It's a 55-second video. All right. What has happened to us as a society when things like this are being celebrated? Here we go. Yeah. So, to me, what I'm about to show you is more disrespectful to women than anything that I or any other person has just said on YouTube, this is insanity, okay? This is the most disrespectful thing that's going on right now. Here we go. I apologize in advance.
Day 66, being a girl, and today I'm in nature. Trees, I love them. Water, lakes, I love them. Heels, they're my hiking heels. I love them. Okay, come on. Bridges, love them. Coconut water, love it. Not an ad, just love it. Wind turbine, love it. Meadows, love them. I'm scared of getting Lyme disease. Love ya. Ah! Oh. Did you see that? I gotta get out of here. Did you see that? There's a dragon. Oh my god. Never again. Get me out of here. Love ya.
I don't even know, like, what can you say? What can you actually say?
Disgusting. Disgusting.
It's just crazy. That is what society is celebrating right now. The mainstream. The mainstream. The mainstream thinks that's okay. The mainstream and Hollywood and all of these lunatics, they think that's okay. No, it's real. It's real. Like, that person is a person that has a mental health problem that needs to be addressed instead of, celebrated. But we live in a world where we have people that celebrate this type of behavior, which then encourages other people to get into this mindset. It's wild. Amazing. And yeah, it's mind-boggling that we continue to find ourselves in this position. We do have Jay Schwalbach says 493 Rumble locals. So I tried to set up the Rumble stream, but I'm on a brand new computer, and I love you, Rumble. Okay, I love you, but they wanted like a video clip as the placeholder. I don't have any videos on this computer. It's dumb that they force you to put that on there. I wish Rumble was a little bit easier to set up. That's why we didn't have for Friday Night Tice tonight. It's just it's complicated to set it up. It's not that bad, but it's definitely an inconvenience. In terms of locals, since this is my personal channel, I didn't want to put it in the Geeks and Gamers locals just because it's very, I'm very political in nature on this show. And that's not really what Geeks and Gamers is for. So that's why I chose not to do that. I probably could have, but you could support here. It's okay, Jay Hailstorm. Jay Hailstorm. Jay Schwalbach. Or on Streamlabs. It's okay either way. Jeremy, you were just talking about Blair White. What do you mean was I talking about? I made a fucking joke about Blair White. I made a joke about it. Did you not hear my joke? Do you know I couldn't say that same joke and the left accepted about someone else that has a different opinion? I mean, damn. I'm not saying that people can't be whatever. I'm saying society shouldn't be celebrating it. That's my beef. My beef has never been individuality. Individuals can do whatever they want. Individuals can be whoever they want. They can identify what... I don't give a fuck. You can put your stupid pronouns in your bio if you want. But I also feel like society should be able to roast you for that, or call you out for that, or challenge you for that if they want, individuals within the society. And if we lived in an actual world of equality, then we would have that. But we don't live in that world, and that's my problem. The hypocrisy of the situation is my problem. You know what I mean? That's it. That's been my stance like forever on stuff. I don't care about individual stuff. I care about narratives. I care about agendas. I care about companies virtue signaling, or big tech companies, or Hollywood using entertainment to push agendas. That's what I care about. That's always been my big beef, my big problem that I would focus in on. And I'll continue to do so. So with Blair White, like, okay, you're whatever. And that's cool, I guess. I don't watch Blair White, but I have nothing against Blair White. I just have a problem. And Blair White doesn't get celebrated by these lunatics, by the way. Blair White is... It's funny because they say Blair White has a mental condition. The left does. Pretty interesting how they define mental condition. Pretty interesting how that works, where suddenly that's okay to say that. You know? So it's funny how they dismiss that. It's almost like with black people. Whenever a black person is conservative, suddenly that black person isn't very smart, and they're very ignorant. And they're uneducated. You know? It's interesting how that works. Let's see. Let's see. Where are we at? Best auntie ever. I found you during the shitstorm that was The Last of Us Part 2. Hell yes. So for those of you that aren't aware of that, The Last of Us Part 2 was a video game made by Naughty Dog. Fuck Naughty Dog, by the way. Naughty Dog decided to change the entire foundation of the game so they could push identity politics. They killed off the main character of the game, who was Joel, who was essentially the Luke Skywalker of The Last of Us. They killed him off for a woman that looked a lot like a man, had really big muscles. We memed on this person, but the leaks came out. The game leaked, and once people started to hear about the leaks, a lot of controversy was to follow. A lot of people were not happy when they heard about the leaks. So we covered the leaks on Geeks and Gamers channels. I never showed any content whatsoever. I never showed any images or anything. But Naughty Dog struck my channel. They struck Geeks and Gamers Play. They struck Ryan twice on his channel. They struck Hill versus Babyface. They struck a lot of different channels simply for covering a news story because they didn't like what we were saying. They put channels with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, multiple channels with a lot of followers in serious jeopardy of losing their channel, all because they couldn't take the criticism. And eventually, we challenged all of these false flags, and we won. We all won, but they still got 30 days of having our channels with strikes because YouTube is a broken system. It's a very broken system, and companies like Naughty Dog abuse that system. So for for eternity, as long as Neil Cuckman is involved with Naughty Dog in any way, shape, or form, it will always be fuck Naughty Dog. And on that point, I do think that there is this news topic that we should talk about that I have not talked about publicly yet, and that would be Mama Susan is stepping down. Mama Susan is stepping down. YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki has stepped down. Let me see if I can... is that under D-Day Cobra? There we go. So Susan, Mama Susan is stepping down. Now, what do I think about all of this? As I said here, I said sometimes the devil you do know is better than the devil you don't know. Time will tell if this is good or bad. Now, I do think that YouTube has a lot of problems. A lot of problems. And I don't really know if this is a good decision or a bad decision because the next person, and I know this person's been named. I don't know anything about them, so it's irrelevant to like name who they are because I don't know. I've never heard of this person. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how they're going to handle things. I have no idea. But I'm personally a little worried about the next phase of YouTube at this point in time, because we kind of knew, again, Mama Susan was the devil that we did know. Now we're getting the devil that we don't know. And that's always a very scary proposition. So this could be good. This could be bad. Watch, is it Ordinary Gamers video? Pull up Ordinary Gamers video. Let's check him out and let's see his take. He's old school. Rumble is where it's at. They've got to improve some things. Rumble is where it's at. They have to improve some things for sure. But I love what they're doing. I'm very happy with what they're doing. But to me, I saw a lot of people celebrating. I saw a lot of people going, yes, 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 finally Mama Susan's gone. And I'm like, that was kind of my thought at first. But then I'm like, who's replacing her? And what is their stance on things? Like, what do they think about all of this stuff? And I don't know the answers to those questions. And no one does. No one knows how this new person is going to act. So, Dizzy for $10 or $19.99 says, "Sup, bro? Dealing with the blues and need a pick-me-up. Enjoying Friday Night Tights and CobraCast craziness. Keep up the great work." Thank you so much. Hawk Dog drops a super chat. Thank you, Hawk Dog. Appreciate you. Let's see. I got Venoms already for $10. I got Alice and Blunderlands for $10. I got Hayden's. Or no, let's see. Hayden says, yeah, that's their cat, Bocus. He was dying of renal failure a month or two ago. They've done some treatments, and he's recovering. Wild story, cool cat. All right, that is cool. Respect for that one. I'm not necessarily a cat guy. I'm a dog guy myself, but hey, man, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Devil-Eyed Elvis has just recently found out Coulter wasn't trans, to my surprise. Oh, man. God. Let's see. Shaker Maker says, I can't stand Jeremy. Roast me. So that's some kind of some lore, because someone did say that to me one time. But if you can't stand Shaker Maker, it's okay, because you can still jerk off while your wife's boyfriend is pounding her. So at least you can just lay there and enjoy the show. So getting cucked, but at least you can still rub one out. There you go, Shaker Maker. So Shaker Maker is awesome. We love Shaker Maker. Venom says, I definitely don't look forward to movies or games anymore. Not much anyway. 1 or 2 games coming up stand out, but I really drive to delve into older games, movies, and TV shows, 90s and early 2000s. Yeah, I mean, that there is so much gold out there from some old school games and TV shows and movies that I totally hear you on that one, man. So I think that's a good decision for sure. Let's see. Hayden says, I've not been paying attention to much over the past week. What kind of news we got on the Epstein list dropping? I have heard that the Epstein list is supposed to be dropping, which, in my opinion, and I haven't looked too far into the actual details of it yet, but in my opinion, that's some of the distraction right there. I 100% believe in distractions. I 100% that, look, there's the reason that, we have that whole thing where people like companies like to fire people on a Friday so that it can have the weekend. So hopefully something else, like there is strategic stuff out there like crazy. It's just like when you hear leaked stuff from the entertainment industry, that's called fillers. They put stuff out there so they can gauge people's interest, but it's a leak. So it's not really coming from the studio. So the studio gets to see the public perception before they officially announce what the leak was. That happens all the time. And if you think that it doesn't, you're not paying attention. So these games have always been happening. All right. So with this Epstein list, it's literally the only thing that hasn't leaked, apparently. Like every fucking thing else is leaked. Everything else is leaked but the Epstein list. You know what I mean? And it's wild. So suddenly, it's like all this crazy stuff starts happening. Now, some of it is legit. Some of it is, I think some of it is distractions. to keep your mind off of something else. That happens all the time. Happens all the time. So, let's see. We got Albert Nada Retro for $20. Says, I know I dwell on this, but we live in a time where beating and humiliating men is standard practice in entertainment, from Myra Breckenridge in 1970 to Love and Thunder this past summer. Nothing should surprise anybody anymore. Well, yeah, like, I saw this whole thing with, what's her name? Is it Rihanna? Was it Rihanna on the cover of the magazine or whatever? And I saw a lot of people were talking about that, but then you had other people were saying, oh, people are just being outraged for no reason. I'm like, no. That's a legitimate reason to be upset for what they were doing with that cover. Let's see. I just saw that one. Every donation to this guy further radicalizes another mentally ill child. How could you monsters? Let me see if I can find. Was it Rihanna? It was Rihanna, right? It was Rihanna. Rihanna cover? Is that what it was? I think it was Rihanna. Yeah, right here. Okay, so this right here, like this image is meant to do more of that. That's what this image is meant to do. That image is 100% meant to continue to push that narrative. And it's like she's in charge, and he's just walking behind, taking care of the children. And it's like, I understand why people are upset about this. I mean, I didn't even say anything about it. I didn't even care until I saw people complaining, but then I saw other people saying, conservatives are just being outraged again. There's nothing wrong with this. There is fucking something wrong with this. And it's all because of the narrative that we have been seeing for the past several years. So as I constantly say, with movies and video games and television, in isolation, it's just a picture. That's fine. But if you're paying attention to what's been going on, it's so much more than a picture. There's so much more going on than just a fucking picture. And anybody that's saying that there's nothing wrong with this is not been paying attention to what's been happening in the last several years. So, and I don't know who this guy is, but whatever. I guess she's married or some shit. Whoop-de-doo. Congratulations. I mean, apparently she's not with Chris Brown anymore. So, That was good. All right. Saltysaurus Rex for $20 says, so you got the Geeks and Gamers headquarters. Now, when do we get the Geeks and Gamers possum mascot? Also, that Epstein list dropping was a false alarm from what I heard. The list is missing. Yeah, that's why I haven't really looked into it. I heard it was out there, but I wasn't sure if it was a real thing or if it was a rumor. I have no idea. Krista, do you want a possum mascot at Geeks and Gamers headquarters?
Yeah, I feel like I already am one, though.
Okay. Now, all Krista does on social media is likes possum pictures. What about you, Steph? Do you want one at Geeks and Gamers headquarters?
That'd be possum.
I would love a possum. That would be so much fun.
Can we go possum hunting?
Yeah. We'd have to do it at night because they're nocturnal.
Yeah. And they don't carry rabies, so it's fine.
No rabies.
You could pick it up.
A baby possum. We can just find a baby.
Yeah, we'll bring it home and we'll wash it.
And we'll raise him.
It'll sleep in Jeremy's bed.
Yeah.
Okay. I apologize for asking. Okay, next topic. Okay, yeah, I should have never asked that question. So.
I just want to say I'm in my possum prime. Bye.
Bye. Oh, shit. Oh, man. What the hell was even that? I'm looking now. So here's our favorite professional victim, Eliza Blue. Okay, here's Eliza Blue, and Eliza Blue took a snippet from a Timcast article, okay? And she basically said, hey, DeFango, I accept your apology. So what was said here is, I don't understand why they do half these things. That's why the Eliza thing, I definitely didn't want it to end up like this. I would much rather, have been able to talk to her. If I were able to give her a message today, obviously I would say, look, I'm definitely sorry that this kind of rolled out the way it did. I take responsibility for what I've done and what I've said. And if you, where'd it go? For what I said and the way that it did, I take responsibility for what I've done and what I said. And if I've been wrong, I apologize. Unlike these other people on the internet that are just making video after video after video collecting cash. There was never any intention to have her harassed to oblivion, right? That's not what I wanted. I just wanted some simple answers. This kind of thing spiraled out of control in a way that I cannot control. It's not the first time something like this has happened around me, but I'm saying that I'm hoping that it will be the last. So in there, I just said this. This is all I said.
You are one... Man, you are one pathetic loser.
And I stand by that. I know he quote tweeted this. So let me see where he quote tweeted it. Let me see. It's DeFango, right? There's fair and balanced. Pretty sure he quote tweeted it. That's his name, right? DeFango. She is a complete and total fraud. Like she is one of the worst people ever, dude. I guess I'm just gonna keep scrolling until I fucking find it. Here, let me click this. So this is DeFango. This is the guy involved with it. So right here, Dear Eliza Blue, this is not an apology. If I have been wrong, I haven't seen anything from Shane Cashman to suggest that you had any evidence to change my mind or the majority of people looking into the matter or looking at the matter. Please don't get it twisted. So she literally took someone else's words, okay? She took someone else's words and she spun it and twisted it and manipulated it because that's the type of person that she is. This is a very vindictive person. And Shane Cashman put this out. I am grateful that Eliza trusts me with her story. I am grateful for my readers. I am proud of my work. I am blessed with these opportunities. There has been no new information brought to light that would sway my belief in her, nor played a role in the removal of the series. And again, man, it's just wild. It's wild that it continues to play out like this. I guess like Eliza Blue had been like, I'm going off to live my love story now. And so she kind of had disappeared. Hang on. What the hell was that? DeFango called Shane Cashman Shane Dawson in the first email. Did he? That's pretty funny, actually. That's pretty funny. Oh, man. Shout out to Jay Hailstorm, Krista, and Steph for keeping things rolling for us here. Drowning Clown. As an Alabamian, do you plan to do an exorcism like Gary since you moved to Florida? Much love from Louisiana. Well, I've been in Florida since I was 15. I moved to Florida when I was like 15. So I've been here for a while. But it's still Roll Tide. It's always going to be Roll Tide. You guys have been insane tonight. Are you liking CobraCast? Did you guys see the new logo, by the way? Or it's not, it's just a fan-made thing, but did you guys see it? It's right here. So Decentral Boys did this, and I thought it was amazing. So check that out right there. CobraCast, a real American hero. That is freaking cool as hell. That's amazing. And obviously you've got, the microphone, you've got the D-Day Cobra skull, you've got the fangs, but it's a perfect little spin on it. That is awesome. All right? That is awesome. And we're going to keep just, pushing stuff out there like that. You guys have been amazing with your support. And it's really awesome to see. It's really awesome to see. All right. More super chats, and then I will get back to the discussion. Gung Ho Max says, I don't know why this stream exists or why I'm here. Jeremy hasn't given me any child support. Eli the Snake. Hey, Jeremy, just curious if you're getting the Resident Evil 4 remake. Looking forward to another argument with Ripa. LOL. Keep it up, the hustle, and see you hopefully at Matsuri. Yes, we will be at Anime Matsuri. Looking forward to it. And yes, I'll get Resident Evil 4 remake. No doubt about that. Bird Up says, I fully endorse people going retro for gaming. I recently started at Tenshu for the PlayStation 1 for the first time. I've never played that in ages. It takes a while to get used to the graphics, but the controls, but no regrets. Old school PS1 games are awesome. Tinso says, first to South. Oh, I got that one. Let's see. Chris Joe, that's a huge TV behind you. Can we get an updated studio tour video soon? Looks like some new stuff in there. Glad you're home for a bit. Get some sleep. This studio is torn apart. The one in Pensacola, it's kind of torn apart right now, but I probably can do that the next time I come back up here because I'll be leaving after the weekend. Tinso, Tucker Carlson, or Sean Hannity. Well, as I said earlier, I'm not really a big fan of either, but Tucker Carlson all day, every day. And I think the Cobra Pit is going to agree. I think the Cobra Pit's definitely going to, or the Snake Pit, I'm sorry, the Snake Pit is going to agree. Only a CRT will reveal its true nature. I've got an old school TV. So, Super Star Wars for the SNES, absolutely is just, but yeah, 100% Tucker Carlson over Sean Hannity. 100%. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure. I voted for Trump twice and would again at the general election if it was him versus Biden, but Trump needs to keep John Bolton types away from his administration. I agree. Like, I don't think Trump is perfect. All right? I don't think that he made mistakes. There's no doubt about it. Trump made mistakes. Let's be real. And a lot of his mistakes came down to his cabinet members. Now, I think these are justifiable mistakes. I think that when you look at, like, you couldn't realistically get into the position of the President of the United States of America and literally drain the swamp immediately. The whole system would have been such a disaster. So he had to play it as smart as he could. And I think he tried to do the best he could, but he clearly made personnel decisions that were not in the best interest of his administration or this country. He 100% did that. And he probably burned some bridges as well that he might not should have burned. That is clear. That's as clear as day. You know what I mean? And so I'm not sitting here saying that didn't happen. He is still the best man for the job. He's still easily the best man for the job. And that is undeniable. Undeniable. Royal Doyle says, tell us your opinion about Nikki Haley. I like what she says about fighting wokeism and calling out invented racism. Well, Nikki Haley has shown herself to be nothing more than another rhino. That's ultimately what it comes down to. She was part of the Trump administration. She obviously left, and she's basically turned her back on Trump. And as I've said, you don't have to like Trump. You don't have to love Trump. You don't have to like any politician. But I have never seen a political figure like Trump face internal attacks like he has from his own party. They keep saying, like, we already know that the left hates him more than anybody, okay? The left hates him. And he can't even focus fully on the left that hates him more than anybody because he has his own internal party hating on him. I'm going to repeat what I've repeated many times, okay? I'm going to repeat this because it's true, and there's not another living human being that could have done what Trump did. He faced the Biden crime family. He faced the Obama crime family. He faced the Bush crime family. He faced all of these right-wing politicians. He faced the Clinton crime family. He faced all of them. He faced the corrupt mainstream media. He faced big tech. He faced Hollywood. And do you know what he did? He fucking won. Every single one of them. All of them were against him. Republican leadership. Republican people that have been in the party forever, Democrats, former presidents, both Republican and Democrat, career politicians, they all fucking hated him. They all dismissed him. They all thought he was never going to come close. And of course, that's exactly what happened. He won. Like, I want to remind everybody. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hang on. Let me see if I can find it. If it's still up. Is this it? I think this is it. Yeah. So like, I want you guys to remember, this is how dismissive they were of Donald Trump. Okay? The arrogance will now think about how embarrassed all of these weirdos are now. Think about how embarrassed they all are.
I believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
I don't think he'll end up being president of the United States.
Will he win the general election?
I don't believe so, no.
I don't think there's any way that Donald Trump gets elected president of the United States.
Tomorrow night, I think when Hillary Clinton wins, that Donald Trump will have lost this election from the very first day he announced.
Donald Trump will have been kept from the White House by a big, beautiful brown wall.
Clinton has 274 in the lean Republican or solid Republican. So something has to flip.
Kentucky, where Fox News can project that Donald Trump will prevail, picking up 8 electoral votes. Trump will also win Indiana.
If he could get a North Carolina, that would be huge.
Donald Trump has won the state of North Carolina.
Donald Trump will carry the state of North Carolina.
But if he loses Florida, it's over.
Donald Trump will win the state of Florida.
Donald Trump will carry the state of Florida. Donald Trump will take Ohio.
He has won Florida, North Carolina, and Ohio. Hillary Clinton's lead over Donald Trump has dwindled. Iowa will go to Donald Trump.
He would have to pick off either Pennsylvania or Michigan or Wisconsin.
Pennsylvania has just been called for Donald Trump.
Something has to flip.
Donald Trump has won the state of Wisconsin.
Long faces at this viewing party here.
Pennsylvania, this really just wiped away Clinton's chances of reaching the White House.
The crowd has been waiting for the last 45 minutes for that call. Wolf, the scene here is so different than it was a few hours ago.
Hillary Clinton conceded on the phone.
Donald Trump, elected president of the United States.
Why aren't I 50 points ahead?
Oh man, it's so good. It's so good. Let's see. It's so good. Like these videos are the best. Like, what was the George Clooney one? You remember when George Clooney said that?
Donald Trump just run in 2016.
Do it. Do it. Look at me. Do it. I will personally write you a campaign check now on behalf of this country, which does not want you to be president, but which badly wants you to run.
Donald Trump has been saying that he will run for president as a Republican, which is surprising since I just assumed he was running as a joke.
Is that people think that Donald Trump is a clown.
Donald Trump is a clown. I mean, does anybody seriously think that Donald Trump is serious about running for president?
Donald Trump, he's a clown.
The likely moderator apparently believes that Donald Trump is a clown.
Which Republican candidate has the best chance of winning the general election?
Of the declared ones right now, Donald Trump.
President Obama will go down as perhaps the worst president in the history of the United States! Exclamation point at real Donald Trump. Well, at real Donald Trump, at least I will go down as a president.
That said, basically, this is the beginning of the end for Trump.
The beginning of the end.
Beginning of the end?
This is probably starting of the beginning of the end for Donald Trump.
Donald, you're not going to be able to insult your way to the presidency.
The strongest person usually isn't the loudest one in the room.
So right now we have Hillary's about a 75 or an 80% favorite. We have different versions of the forecast you can look at.
Poll has Hillary Clinton up by double digits nationally, 12 points, 50 to 38, four-way race.
Clinton leading in Florida, Clinton leading in North Carolina, Clinton leading in Ohio, Clinton leading in...
The arrogance of these fucking people. And this is the one I meant to pull up. The other one was a little bit smaller, but like this. The arrogance of them. Now, what you have to think about is they were also embarrassed now, okay? So now they've had all this time. They tried to get rid of him. They've tried to lock him up. They've tried to come up with every conspiracy theory they could about him. They can't get rid of him. So now they are going to do everything. It's going to get so nasty. This next lead up is going to be so nasty.
In Nevada, I could go on and on and on.
I continue to believe Mr. Trump will not be president.
And so, right now, Mr. Trump, to answer your call for political honesty, I just want to say, you're not going to be president, all right? It's been fun. It's been great. I love you. But come on, buddy.
We have a major projection right now. Donald Trump will take Ohio. And CNN projects Donald Trump will carry the state of Florida. Huge win for Donald Trump. Donald Trump, we project, will win in Kentucky, in Indiana, with its 11 electoral votes. West Virginia, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Mississippi, South Carolina, Alabama, North Dakota, with its 3 electoral votes, and South Dakota, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, the state of Montana, North Carolina, Georgia, Iowa, Utah, Wisconsin, Arizona, Kansas with its 6 electoral votes, Nebraska with its 5 electoral votes, and Wyoming with its 3 electoral votes.
Sorry to keep you waiting, complicated business. Holy shit!
You're awake, by the way. You're not having a terrible, terrible dream. Also, you're not dead and you haven't gone to hell. This is your life now. This is our election now. This is us. This is our country. It's real.
Give my remarks to all of the Trump haters, all of the Hillary Clinton supporters, all of the people that said that my Trump was gonna lose. So I say to you this morning, the day after the election,
That's great, man. That was great. So yeah, that's just a reminder, man, that the powers that be are not happy, and they're gonna do everything they can to I'm trying to find this one up. This other one. Hang on. There's one more. Is this it right here? Yeah, this is it. All right, here it is. This is my favorite one right here. This is my favorite one. Let's see. All right, this one's great.
There's not going to be a President Donald Trump. That's not going to happen. And it's not going to happen because we're not going to be used. Fear is not going to be something that we're going to, that's going to be what drives our country. We're not going to be scared of Muslims or immigrants or, women. We're not actually afraid of anything. So, we're not going to use fear. So that's not going to be an issue. I think it is, if you're asking if it's a harbinger, I think that, and I think you would agree, and I think we all sort of see it, I think that's sort of landed in a way.
So yeah, I wish that I could have seen the tears from Clooney when Trump won. I wish I could have. But all of that was played to show a reminder that there are powerful people that were completely embarrassed by the 2016 election. They were completely blindsided and embarrassed. Their arrogance would not let them believe that Trump would win. Their arrogance told them that there was no chance whatsoever. So they just basically were like running around like, oh yeah, it's no problem at all. And now they're in this position. They know that it's a realistic possibility that he can win. And yeah, let's see. Philip, let's see. You all laughed at Eliza Blue and Tim for not addressing the issue. What issue? Is there something I'm not addressing? I saw you were asking if I quit Friday Night Tights. I was on Friday Night Tights tonight. So what else? What's the other issue? Please let me know. What am I not addressing? What am I not addressing? What's up, Drunk 3PO? Drunk 3PO has a big-time announcement tomorrow. A big-time announcement tomorrow on his live stream. He's launching his new book. So you guys have to tune in tomorrow and check out Drunk 3PO. Yeah, so Sydney Watson, she's basically suing for feminist shit. Have you fucking watched my show? I've already talked about this. So what do you want me to do? You want me to give you every 10 fucking minutes you want me to talk about Sydney fucking Watson? I've already talked about it. I've already said that the lawsuit looks ridiculous, that it's very cringe. I've already talked about this shit. I've already said it. So what do you want me to do? You want me to repeat it every 10 fucking minutes for you? Jesus Christ. Like 2 CobraCast episodes ago. Is it a big deal? To who? I don't fucking care about it. I know Sydney Watson. I know Elijah Schaffer barely. I've been out there. I explained all of this the other day. I explained all of this. So I said, I watched Legal Mindset's video, and I agreed that the language in the lawsuit was very cringe, sounded like an SJW. If you look at the language where it's talking about a culture of, male-dominated culture and all of this shit, big turnoff for me. I've had a few conversations with Sydney over the years. She's been cool with me. Elijah, I met him and her when I went out to do You Are Here. And other than that, that's it. There's been a lot of lawsuits go around. I don't care about the Blaze. I don't care about the Daily Wire. I don't care about Louder or Crowder. None of them care about me. But there's this and she's close to me. How is she close to me? How is she close to me? Has she ever been on Geeks and Gamers? Has she ever been on Friday Night Tights? Has she ever been on a show with me? No. But, yeah, I think the whole lawsuit thing is really, really bad in terms of the language in hers. And I watched Legal Mindset's breakdown of it, and I watched Ricada's, mainly because people were asking me about it. So, yeah, but historically, I haven't talked about lawsuits because I'm not a lawyer. So, but Quartering is all in on Sidney Powell. He's all in on Sidney Watson. He's all in on the Sidney Watson thing. He's planted his flag. That's fine. I'm not. It makes me not really I look at the language in that lawsuit, and it basically is like mean words are the problem. That's what I got from it, mean words. I mean, if that's the problem, then I guess we're all in trouble if she ends up winning a lawsuit over mean words. You know what I mean? Grinch going to steal our presents now. I mean, for me, the feuding, I don't give a shit about the feuding. I have no allegiance to anybody other than Geeks and Gamers. So, Blaze is a multi-million-dollar company. Daily Wire is a multi-million-dollar company. Louder Crowder is a multi-million-dollar company. And let them fight. Doesn't have any impact on me. I do think that there are people that are pushing a narrative to try to get right-wing people fighting because election time and the fact that the Biden administration is falling apart. So there are opportunistic people that are involved. And, yeah, you know, so I think that there's people that are definitely trying to work their way into that. But, you know, I'm not going to shy away from talking about something. Let's see. She is not right wing. I mean, she's part of the new right wing. I mean, define right wing, I guess, because right now, current right wing simply means shit all over Trump, basically. The right wing is broken. The conservative side is broken. Yeah, Elijah, I said about Elijah, like, when I met him, he walked up to me. He was like, "Hey, bro, what's going on, man? Long time no see." And I'm like, "You don't fucking know me. You didn't know me at all." And I thought that was kind of cringe. But other than that, like, what else is there for me to talk about on the topic? I'm not sure. And that was all Tim needed to do about the Eliza. In fact, we'll pull it back to the beginning of your thing, was that you guys gave him shit for not covering it. But I have covered it. And a lot of people have. Quartering has covered it. Ricada has covered it. Legal Mindset has covered it. I think Ripa did a stream on it the other day. So I don't know who's not talking about it. That seems to be a false narrative that people aren't talking about it, because I just named like 5 prominent people that have talked about it. So how much do they need to talk about it? Like, the problem was Tim didn't mention Eliza Blue. He didn't mention her. He didn't even say anything. He wouldn't even acknowledge that it was a thing. And then he used the quartering as a cop-out to say, well, we were going to have the quartering on the show tonight. We're going to have the quartering, but since he flaked on us, we can't talk about it. You can't talk about a fucking topic because the quartering's not there? That makes no sense. It makes no sense. The entire political bird is broken. Clowns to the left, jokers to the right, and us ordinary... where'd it go? That was a good comment. And there we go. Josiah Robinson. The entire political bird is broken. Clowns to the left, jokers to the right, and us ordinary people stuck in the middle. Yeah, and that's the whole thing, is like, I am not Republican and I'm not conservative. I am a Trump supporter. That's it. That's all it is. I am just a Trump supporter. And obviously that puts me by default, that puts me on the Republican side because of Trump. But my loyalty is with Trump. And of course, I really like DeSantis a lot, but I don't like putting my political beliefs to a party. Because I don't believe in the party, and I don't believe in the ideas of the party based on the people that are in charge of the party. And that all started with George W. Bush. That's when I lost faith in the Republican Party, because George W. Bush is the biggest piece of shit I have ever seen. And I despise that dude. And seeing people like Sean Hannity just gobbled his cock for years. You know what I mean? It's just horrible. Like, George W. Bush is the system. Barack Obama is the system. Joe Biden is the system. Jeb Bush was the system. They're all the same. That's what was different about Trump, is Trump broke the system. And that's why I liked him so much. So, let me see where we're at. We still got 1,500 people here. 1,500 people here for CobraCast IRL. Albert Not a Retro says, since She-Hulk is canceled, I'm officially retiring this, but for one time. She-Hulk fears Steph. Steph, what do you think about that?
Yes. Sorry, I was looking for the unmute button.
It's okay.
Hell yeah, let's go. And Please, no season 2 of She-Hulk.
Bird Up says Krista should stream playing Awesome Possum on the Sega Genesis. It would be fun because of how awful the game is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Johnny the Whiskers, tell Krista to play Rocket Knight. He's a possum. Oh.
Yeah.
Bean T says possums don't get rabies.
Yeah.
Fantastic Mr. Knox says Kotaku did finally did an article about Hogwarts Legacy. The comments are glorious in support for said game, but craps on the writer of the crap article. You know, I'm glad you brought that up because it reminds me of something I saw yesterday. Let me see if I can find this one to show you guys because this is so funny. So, as we know, and you guys know this, I've covered Disney Star Wars a lot, okay? A lot on the Geeks and Gamers channel. And I think Disney Star Wars is trash. But this tweet right here got a lot of traction, all right? Check this one out right here. This tweet got a lot of traction from Disney Star Wars. So it says, meet the couple who won a romantic voyage aboard the Star Wars Galactic Cruiser. Now, this got roasted pretty good. It got roasted pretty good. And what's funny about it is, God, Star Wars is so dead, dude. It's so bad. But if you look at the tweet itself, all right, all of these hidden replies. So all of these hidden replies. All of these hidden replies. And it's bad. So that's top tier Jabba cosplay. That's why you're losing us. I wonder what got them picked. And this is why I root for the Empire. Somebody said, ooh, woke Star Wars hits again. Oh my God. I'm just going to do full screen of the tweet so you guys can see it because it is so funny. It's nice to see Disney inclusive enough to let two guys with Down syndrome win. Good Lord. Holy shit. Oh, man. So, anyway. Wow. Now, again, when you hide replies on social media, when you intentionally put a protective bubble around someone on the internet, you're only asking for more people to criticize. This is why you know that places like Disney Star Wars and company like Disney, they don't care about anyone, especially black people or non-white dudes or gay people or whatever. They are nothing more than virtue signaling opportunities. They don't actually care because they are actively picking overweight gay people to put them on social media so that they can make people hate them. Like, that's what they're doing. They're intentionally putting them out there so they can get hate because you know it's going to happen. You know exactly what's going to happen. And so then, of course, the victim narrative it comes into play. So I had to show you guys that because I thought it was just so damn funny. Oh my goodness, man! What a disaster. Looking in the private chat to see what you guys are sharing. Okay, we're caught up on that. What is this? Oh, I got that one. I'm trying to see what you guys are sharing with me in the private chat. The rise and fall of Jeremy Cash. Oh, my God. I'm not sharing that one, Steph. You can put that in the regular chat if you want. Let them watch it. I'm not going to share that one, though. That would be cringe. How's everybody doing? You guys enjoying CobraCast IRL? It will become so. I heard from some of you that said, "Oh, we need a schedule." It's not going to always be the super late show. I would like to get a specific schedule, something like a Monday through Thursday or a Monday through Friday. Obviously, Friday Night Tights might affect the the time that we do it on. But ultimately, it's going to be a consistent show. We're going to work out a consistent schedule, and we're going to stick to that schedule. And that is because of all of you. And thank you so much for the enthusiasm and the support. I do mean that. It means a lot. You have no idea. And thank you, Jay. And as we, if we actually get, a specific date and time, and maybe I might just go live, and I might just set it up at the same time as Timcast IRL, just for the hell of it. We might as well just lean into the meme, just all in, and just go live when Timcast IRL goes live. You know, I mean, why not? Why not? Yes or no, Krista? Can you put a poll in the chat? Should we just go head to head with Timcast IRL? Let's do that. Yes or no? And just see what the people say. We'll see what the people say. Because that'd be the most... Again, it started out as a stupid meme. We might as well just keep running with it. You know what I mean? And having fun with it and seeing what happens. I mean, it's not like we'll ever surpass... I don't know. I don't see a scenario where I could ever pass him or even come close to his numbers. But I guess that's not really what it's about. It's just about having some fun. So Chris is going to have a poll in the chat. And we're going to see what you guys think about having. There's a lot of yeses already. All right, the poll is live. So now we get to see what you guys think about that. Let's see. Krista, do you have Streamlabs separate, or are they all just running together? Or you're putting Streamlabs on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. I forgot all about that. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, Leia for $30. Pete tried to blame the train derailments on Trump. Biden's own NTSB came out and fact-checked him. Guess he's disliked. Not that I blame them. Yeah. Like, it's the fact that they just... Holy shit. 90%? You guys are at 90% right now on this? Goodness gracious. That's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, you know what? You're right about that. You're right about that, CJ. We're just making it like the Monday Night Wars. So, that's pretty funny. Not just a yeah, but a hell yeah. Jay Schwalbach for $63.12. Totally off topic. Can you get Paul Chateau, Call Me Chateau, on Tuesday night's main event or FNT? He's trying to get to 100,000 subs. He's 3K away. Here's the link to the show. Short interview with him. He'd be a great fit. Take that note, Krista, and I'll look it up and see. But yeah, of course, Jay Schwalbach. I'll definitely take a look at that. Spark says, keep going. Trump is an amazing man. He's interested in saving America for all of us. I agree completely. Leia for 30 says Trump's best burn of Jeb after Jeb went on about how his mom is the strongest person he knows. I know. She should be running for president, not you. I remember when Trump said that. It was so good. It was so good. All right, so right now, you guys have it at a 90% that you guys just want me to go head-to-head with Timcast. You guys are setting me up to just get destroyed, but you know what? We're going to do it anyway because that's what we do. No, I think it would be fun. So, all right. Good Lord. That's going to be crazy. Over almost 500 people voted. 89 to, and I think it's just 90. So we'll call it 90-10. 90-10 that you guys want CobraCast to go head-to-head with Timcast. Holy crap. That's wild. Can Jay get Trump on CobraCast? Jay? Can you make that happen, buddy? I reached out to Adam. Because we were talking about it. I know his schedule's kind of hectic right now. So if we can make it happen from a schedule perspective, 100%. I've basically told him I want him to be the first guest, official guest. So hopefully we can make it happen. I work for CobraCast. Okay, chat. What guest do you want? Oh, there we go. Look at there. Look at there. Drunk 3PO making it happen. Wow. All right, so there you go. Jay's telling you, chat. So Jay, their name is the Snake Pit. That's the chat now. The Cobra Crew Snake Pit. Jack Murphy. Dude, I would love to have Jack Murphy on CobraCast. I 100% would love to have Jack Murphy on CobraCast. All right? That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Eliza Blue. Oh, my God. That would be funny. All right, let me open this up right here. Okay, so we're going to hit some super chats. Okay, we got Discount Superhero. Have no fear. Discount Superhero is here. That's what's up, man. Good to see you. Fantastic Mr. Knox. Spam, but spam is tasty. I always like treat more than spam. Just saying. Kale says, wait, so is DeSantis running or not? Australian here who gets most American politics from this channel and Patriot Outpost. So right now, DeSantis has not officially declared. He's not officially declared, but, I mean, I think that he is 100% running. I think that he will run. Trump announced way earlier than that pretty much any politician has. So, so Trump is obviously running, and he announced very early. I 100% believe that DeSantis will run. I think he is having conversations behind the scenes with Republican leadership. I think that is... So let me break this down for everybody. So I know there's been a lot of confusion about Trump and why he's kind of attacking DeSantis and all of that. My belief is that Ron DeSantis is talking to Republican leadership. He also has super PACs that are putting attack ads out there against Trump. And Republican leadership has talked to DeSantis about running and how they think that he should be the nominee and he can actually defeat Trump, and they'll put their full support behind him. That is happening, in my opinion. I think that's absolutely happening, and I don't know how anybody thinks that it's not happening. So that's what's leading to Trump doing the attacks on DeSantis. He's not attacking DeSantis as much as he's responding to DeSantis. DeSantis is doing what a normal politician does. He's pulling the behind-the-scenes stuff. So publicly, he's presenting this, I'm not going to get into the Donald Trump fight. I'm just going to be politically correct. I'm going to stay on message, yada, yada, yada. Meanwhile, he has everyone else doing his dirty work. I believe that is happening, and Trump knows it, and that's why Trump is on the offensive with DeSantis. That's what I believe. But I do think that DeSantis is going to run. He just has not officially said that he's going to run. Deep 6 for $50. I wish Trump would flip Colorado red. That would make me so happy. I can't stand police. Yeah. So what was Colorado last time? Let's see. How close was it? Is Colorado, how close was that? I don't even know Colorado's numbers. Colorado 2020 election. I don't even know the results. So, 5 points. Is that it? Here we go. I've got it pulled up now. On the day of the election, Biden won Colorado with over 55% of the vote, and by the victory margin, 13.5 and 8%, 8.6 improvement. So So Biden won by 13.5%, and that was an 8.6 percentage point improvement on Clinton's victory in the state 4 years prior. That's a pretty big jump. I always felt like Colorado would be a red state, but I guess not. That sucks. Yeah, I don't know if Trump can swing it. I don't know if Trump can swing Colorado back that direction. That's a pretty big gap. I mean, especially when you look. So if Hillary won it by whatever 7% or whatever, or 6 or whatever it was, and then Biden bumped it up to 13%. That's a trend that's not very likely that's going to change in the next election. Not even close. Denver really fucks Colorado. Yeah, that's kind of like Orlando. Orlando was predominantly blue, and whereas most of everywhere else in Florida is red. So I hear you on that one. But thank you for the 50 bomb Deep Six. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate all of you. Thank you guys for being here, for supporting, for the gifted subs, gifted memberships, for just, again, the lurkers and all of that, man. Hang on. We got another 50 bomb from Deep Six. Colorado Springs is nice and red, but still hurts me because Denver is so blue and trash. And that's kind of, like, that's why Democrats and blue, they don't represent the greater United States. They have these really heavy pockets and within cities and stuff like that. And that's what's so frustrating about it, because if you looked at the electoral map, it's so red everywhere, but then you have these blue pockets that are just ridiculous. You know what I mean? And it's wild. It's wild. So I hear you on that completely. But like Colorado is beautiful. Like, yeah, Colorado is just a like beautiful area. I've only been through there. I've never actually stayed in Colorado, but I've been through there and it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Yes, Orlando is filled with Disney adults that vote blue. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Deep Six, for the massive support, brother. I appreciate that. MMA Crease King Jr. Jeremy, how do you feel about physical media? Physical media is everything. And I'm a big advocate of physical media. It's also a dying breed for sure. And I mean, look at what they've done, how they've edited stuff out. What was that? Wasn't it like ABC or something like that that edited Trump out of Home Alone 2? And that was just one. Instance. We've seen a lot of it where they've edited old offensive stuff out. I know, like, Ryan had me start watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and I guess there was like 7 episodes where they had blackface that they've had to remove. They can't do that to your physical media. They can't change your physical media. But as we're moving into this digital age, it's getting worse and worse with the censorship and changing of history. Deep Six with another 50 bomb says you're welcome. Thank you, brother. Like, I don't know, is that Colorado where you're at? That picture, that's beautiful wherever you're at. That shot, Deep Six. I mean, and that's if you've never been like out on the trails, out in the mountains, out in the wilderness, like that's, gosh, man, it's so relaxing. And something like me and the Geeks and Gamers team, we need to do that. Like, what we need to do, we need to kind of have a trip, like a week, like getaway. And we just kind of get away from the internet, kind of recharge our batteries and go out somewhere like where he's at right there and just, disconnect from things for a while. You know what I mean? Disconnect. And but Colorado, much like Oregon, I've driven through Oregon before. It's gorgeous. You know what I mean? It's gorgeous. And CJ says I've gone hiking, and Steph's just gonna bring my phone. Maybe we'll see. Mando says, "What's up, Jeremy? What's up, chat? What's up, Mando? How you doing, buddy? Thanks for being here." Let me see. Possum Adventure. Kristen wants to go on a Possum Adventure. What does disconnect mean? Disconnect means like disconnect from social media, disconnect from the internet, disconnect from all the craziness, because I saw like Stuttering Craig said it the other day on Twitter. He's like, every time I log into Twitter, I feel like the world's ending. You know, like it's just crazy. It's crazy. Broba Fett says, have I played Metroid Prime Remastered yet? I played a little bit of it just so I could see how gorgeous it was. And it's stunning. It was stunningly gorgeous. I couldn't believe how gorgeous it was. It was mind-blowing how beautiful it was. Let's see. Eli the Snake. Hey, Jeremy, just curious if you're getting... Oh, yeah, I got that one. Dwayne Mansell says, more Hollywood BS. Absolutely. Joseph Brown sends a dog sticker for $1.49. Thank you. Appreciate that. Ralph Nesbitt for $5. Jeremy, I need a CobraCast t-shirt in my life. Will you be putting those out? Chat. Snake Pit, do you want CobraCast merch? Do you want CobraCast merch? CobraCast merch. Do you want it? Yes or no? Jay Hillstorm says beanies. So, again, and see, I listen to all of you. I love all of you. I listen to all of you. So, basically, we're going to hang on, I'm trying to read the chat as I'm saying this. Yeah, so right now, because again, it's not going to be a Tim Pool troll forever. Okay, and I've said that. So I've actually got somebody working on some artwork right now, some CobraCast artwork. Of course, if you guys have stuff that you want to send me of stuff you've done up, please, I'll consider all of it. But we're working on some of that, and then yeah, I would absolutely. Oh, that's awesome, Mike McGinnis. That is awesome. Deep 6 for another 50. If you're ever down in the Springs area, do a meetup for us followers down here. You got it, my friend. Hell yes. Thank you, man. Thank you for the support. Really appreciate that. CobraCast merch. Hell yes. CobraCast beards. There was somebody that says something. Oh, you want beanies? Don't tread on Cobra. I like it. What's up, Curtis D? How you doing, man? I'm trying to read all of your comments. It's so much to catch up with. Dave, network TV will edit out or not air movie shows with politicians that were actors when they are campaigning. Is that true? I don't think that they probably edited Arnold Schwarzenegger out of movies when he was campaigning. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true at all. I don't think they edited Jesse Ventura out of stuff when he was campaigning. Again, you could be right. You could be right, but I don't think that's true at all. It's true. It is true. Is that true? For federal candidates. Okay. So not state. Okay, I got you. Okay, that makes more sense then. I'm gonna get to it. All right, I'm going right now. Okay. I got quite a few. Holy shit, you guys have sent a lot of super chats. All right. Krista, help me find Ellen Jins. I apologize. Because you guys know CobraCast IRL, we read all your super chats because we appreciate it. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Bro, there's a lot. We're going to be here all night. I'm looking. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Krista. $5 from Lynn Jen says, only downside, 3 days a week, you will be going up against Salty. Yeah, that's true. I'd love to get Salty on here. I love Salty. So maybe we'll do it where, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's the sweet spot right there. That time frame is the sweet spot. And so there's no doubt about that. There's going to be overlaps, and that's just part of it. You can't control that at all. But we obviously, we love Salty here. Let me see. General Duality. A great way to spend my night watching CobraCast and finally playing Skyrim. Hail to the Cobra Pit. I love it. Bean T. She's the worst. Probably talking about Ann Coulter. Gerald Armstrong, she's mad about mean tweets. Yes, those mean tweets. Jared the American, Trump Griggs 2024. Gerald Armstrong, Ann Coulter was always a fake intellectual. Trump can speak the language of the common man. Yes, that is 100% accurate. Dirtbike says, Biden saying hail CobraCast equals Hall Krobler Crast. Gerhint says, I like how you say time and time again you hate Tim Pool and give him free advertising. Simping ain't easy. I don't know if I've ever said I hate Tim Pool. I said I hate. Can anyone confirm if I've said I hate Tim Pool? I don't think I've said I hate him. I said I don't like him, but I respect him and his business model. But I don't think I've said I hate him. So, I don't know. Man, again, I don't mind mentioning Tim and advertising that he exists. I don't think he needs my help, considering he pulls 40, 50,000 people. But I don't think I've ever said I hate him. Yeah. Yeah, I say I don't like him, but I respect him. Yep, that's it. So, but I mean, hey, it was worth $5 getting out of you for you to make something up. I have no problem with that. Lying dog face pony soldier, put a beard on Ann. We already got it. We got it covered. Jose says, Daily Wire was backed to slow and eliminate the MAGA movement. Yeah, 100%. That's why I have problems with Daily Wire. Dude, there are idiots. I saw these idiots the other day on Twitter, okay? They said Jeremy and Geeks and Gamers. So they've got this whole thing up now because of what we've done in Orlando and we've got set up down there. They're like, Jeremy has a major company backing him right now. And I'm like, who? Who is the big company backing me? And they've basically determined that it's either the Daily Wire or the Blaze. And I'm like, I mean, I do have backing. It's called Geeks and Gamers. It's called the Cobra Crew. Like, I have backing. I work for the people. That's who I work for. I have no contract with any of these companies. I have no agreement with any of them. I've appeared on Blaze TV a couple of times, mainly thanks to Ripa hooking me up, and I've appeared on the Daily Wire a couple of times. I have no contract. I have no agreement. They've never given me a dime. In fact, I lost money because the Blaze offered to pay my way out there to Dallas because they brought me out there to go on their show. I refused any of it. I didn't take any payment. I didn't take a hotel. I didn't take their travel. Took nothing. I drove out there on my own dime. I got my own hotel room. I paid for my own food. All of it. All of it. Did the Daily Wire, did I get a hotel with them? I can't remember. It's not to say there's anything wrong with that, by the way. You can, but did Daily Wire get us a hotel or not? I can't remember if the Daily Wire did. Typically, I don't take hotels. I like my own hotel. I don't like other people to get me a hotel. I can't remember, though. But yeah, it's not a problem if people do that. It's just not what I do. But yeah, the nonsense that I'm backed by the Daily Wire, what that tells me is that we're killing it because we ain't backed by nobody. I don't have sponsors. And look, we want to get sponsors, but I've been doing this. We have collectively, between all the channels connected to Geeks and Gamers, we have over 1 million subscribers. I am a fucking idiot for not having sponsors. I'm a fucking idiot. If we had sponsors, do you know how rich I would be? I don't have sponsors. I mean, I should take sponsors, and we've had some conversations with people, but I've never really taken a sponsorship deal. And I get the emails every single day. So, no, I am not backed by anyone. I have no contract with anyone. I'm sorry that we're so fucking successful that you think I'm backed by a multi-million-dollar media company, but we're not. We are as average Joe as you can get. I didn't even have the right microphone hooked up. Friday Night Tights was like 30 minutes late tonight because Gary couldn't fucking start the stream. We are not organized. We are not professional. We don't know what the fuck we're doing. But we're here because of all of you. So we work for you. We work for the people. We work for the individuals out there. That's what we work for. And eventually, like I said, I would love to have some legit sponsors behind us. And if the right opportunities are here, then that would be great. I've had business discussions with people, and I have refused all offers up to this point in time because none of them felt right for what we have built and what I have envisioned for us. Maybe the right opportunity will present itself at some point in time, but I'm happy as hell where I'm at, and that's a testament to the chat. So, FNT is the Justice League of YouTube. I like that. I like that. Appreciate that. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. I wear the same fucking thing, dude. She's not wrong. All right, where are we? Where are we? We are at Gerald Armstrong. Put the beard of shame from the previous night on the thumbnail. Beard of shame. Okay, that's a good idea. Noted. Bird up. Before Obama clowned Hillary in 2008 run, Coulter wanted everyone to vote Hillary over McCain. Not that McCain was any good, but she's a troll. Agreed. Grizzly Nightmare. Thoughts on why Trump talks about vaccines so much? So, well, this is the thing about Trump. Like, his critics, like, they seem to think that saying that Trump has an ego is, like, a bad thing. And it's like, no, it's a good thing. Trump has a massive fucking ego. Everybody that's successful has an ego. Okay? I mean, do you think Michael Jordan didn't have an ego? You think Kobe Bryant didn't have an ego? You think Tom Brady didn't have an ego? I mean, really? Successful people have egos, and Donald Trump's ego is probably bigger than anybody's, okay? Now, with the jab stuff, I think Trump has to stop talking about the jab stuff. He has to stop talking about it. It's not a good play. Now, I don't know if he understands how bad of the optics are for it, but his ego wants credit for it, and it shouldn't want credit for it. It's a bad play. And I wish he would just stop talking about it and move away from it because it doesn't help him at all. It only hurts him. But I don't recall him talking about it in the last 6 months. He doesn't seem to talk about it anymore. So maybe he finally understands it. Maybe he finally understands it. That is a great idea. Cobra Venom Coffee. Great idea. That is really good. Hang on. Jeremy, think about that logo for CobraCast on a Meta PC rig. Hey, you guys keep helping grow this show. Sky's the fucking limit, man. If we can get this show up to like 5,000 people watching concurrently, and let's say in a few months, let's say we're at 5,000 people, do you know the opportunities we would have to work with, like, and I'm not saying like Meta PCs are cool. They're taking, like, we're talking to them about getting some stuff for us for the Geeks and Gamers house. And as I said, while we've never taken a sponsor, there's opportunities for sponsorships. I would love to do something with Geek Grind Coffee. You know what I mean? With CobraCast or Geeks and Gamers. And maybe that'll happen. I've had some emails with them back and forth. It's not about, there's nothing wrong with sponsors. There's nothing wrong with it. It's about the right sponsor. And of course, we're doing some stuff with 221B Tactical. I don't know if they're officially a sponsor as much as it's just a good business relationship because they're doing our merch for us. But let me see. Can you get Tim Pool on CobraCast IRL? Something tells me he won't show up. Something tells me he won't show up. Let's see. Trump. Oh, what is this, Jay Hellstorm? Trump truthed this 10 minutes ago. Donald Trump, I will never call Ron the sanctimonious meatball Ron, as the fake news is insisting I will. Even though Fox News killing lightweight Paul Ryan is revered by him, low-energy Jeb is his hero and always at his side. His beaches and state were closed for long periods of time. His testing for the China virus didn't work out too well, and his loyalty skills are really weak. It would be totally inappropriate. Oh, here, let me click on it right here. Oof, okay. So... yeah, so it would be totally inappropriate to use the word meatball as a moniker for Ron. So that was 13 minutes ago from Trump on Truth Social. He said that. I'm telling you, Ron DeSantis has people that are doing all of the dirty work for him to attack Trump. I'm telling you. I'm not saying that as a bad thing against DeSantis. I'm just telling you that that's what's happening, and that's why Trump is on the offensive, or I guess you would say the defensive. Even though it looks like he's on the offensive, he's actually counterpunching, because Trump is a counterpuncher. That is what's happening. I'm telling you. But the jab stuff, he's got to stop that. He's got to stop the jab stuff. It ain't helping at all. Let's see here. Where are we at? We've had a couple come in, Chris, that I think you missed. Like $20 ones. Let me see. Well, there's Crimson Eagle for $19.99. Says, about forgot, but I wanted to say thanks for getting me back into gaming. I got back after hearing you talk about Breath of the Wild. Good night, buddy, and hail Cobra Crew. Hell yes. Thank you. I'm glad you're back into gaming, man. Gaming is awesome. There's a lot of good games out there. So Jonathan Brewer says mine was $5, but whatever. Okay, I'm looking, Jonathan Brewer. Help me, Krista. Help me find that one. You know, I love each and every one of you, okay? And I'm trying to, when you get in, there's a lot of super chats. You're trying to navigate through as many as you can. And it's not always easy, but you don't want anyone to feel slighted. Or at least if you're not Tim Pool, you know, if you're Tim Pool, you don't care if people send $500 super chats. You don't care if they get slighted, but I do. I'm looking, Jonathan. I'm looking. I don't see Jonathan's. I'm starting to sound like Gary right now. Just talking to myself. People in the chats like, why are 1,300 people still here? That's what I want to know. Put it in the private chat, Krista, if you find it. Meanwhile, I'll read Dave's. Just leave cat food out. Possum will show up. Joseph Brown for $1.49. Thank you. Albert, not a retro. I got that one already. Fantastic Mr. Knox. Kotaku finally did an article about Hogwarts Legacy. The comments are glorious in support for the said game, but craps on the writer of that crap. Craps on the writer of that crap article. Got you. What's the people saying right now in the chat? And I'm looking. Link Fan just dropped a 50 bomb on Streamlabs. The reason I follow and support you and the FNT is because you are real, not yes men that flip-flop on your beliefs, and the realism comes through in what you do, unlike what Hollywood is doing, and Krista is the prettiest possum person. There you go, Krista.
Thank you.
Did you find that one? Vanessa says, love Trump and your content. And my Trump NFT is going up and up in money. So happy, will not sell. Thank you, Vanessa. Really do appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, we try to be, we're just, me and the Friday Night Tights crew, man, it's amazing to just have the support of so many awesome people. And I love my brothers and sisters on FNT, Geeks and Gamers, all of that. It's, It's just a wild, wild, kind of crazy path that's led us all together. Jonathan Brewer for $4.99. Much love, Jay, but stop with the hate grift on Tim. He fucked up a lot, but he's also done great too. Stop the hate. Cobra, life forever. I appreciate that. And honestly, like I said, I 100% appreciate where you're coming from, respect where you're coming from. I don't think it's hate on Tim Pool. I think it's very strong criticism. I don't, like, I've gotten a lot of criticism for continuing to say that I respect Tim Pool. People are like, how can you respect him? How can you respect him? It's just weird that, you know, he mishandled this whole situation, and you know, it is what it is. I don't hate him. I don't want his show to fail. I don't want him canceled. I just think that you should be held accountable for, you know, acknowledging a massive story on censorship. That's all. But I hear you, man. I don't want Tim Pool fans to feel like I dislike them, because I don't. If anything, that's what's kind of created this, was me wanting to stand up for Tim Pool fans. But in terms of the parody aspect of it, I think that's just a way to like honor what he's done and respect it. But I'll be very critical of it at the same time. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Gabe has sent $1. Thank you, Gabe. Johnny the Whiz Kid, can you think of any toy from the 80s you had fun with? Any toy? Well, I mean, it's always G.I. Joe. I mean, I was a big G.I. Joe kid. Like, that's what I was into. G.I. Joe, Transformers, Silverhawks, Thundercats. But G.I. Joe was king. G.I. Joe has always been king for me, and it always will be king. Love G.I. Joe. And it's not really about, like, it's not about who, you know, like, I don't want people to choose between me and Tim per se, but at the end of the day, all he had to do was respect his audience, man. That's all he had to do. And I, in my opinion, feel like he didn't. John Carpenter for $20. What about the Charlottesville guy whom was busted for bringing fentanyl over the border and committed suicide? I don't even know about that story. I'll have to look into that one. I'm not even familiar with that one, John, but I will look into it. Albert Not a Retro. I'd still like to see you on the Badger live stream with my buddy Brian Martinez to discuss the woke infiltration of pop culture and hobbies. It's something I can talk about. It's something I've talked about a lot. Thomas Ryan, I have always supported Trump, but he angered a lot of people, the pro-Second Amendment crowd, with the bump stock bans and anti-two-way talks. Your thoughts? No, he absolutely did. And like I said, he's not perfect, and he's like, he angered me with the video game bullshit, where he basically blamed video games on violence, which was one of the worst takes ever from Trump. I couldn't believe that he actually said that. So yeah, fair criticism. I know he upset a lot of the Second Amendment people with the bump stocks, so no doubt about that. Gabe for $10 says, "Hail Cobra." Hail to you, sir. Rex Kramer has become a new member. Thank you, Rex. Deep Six, did you see the CDC said that natural immunity is just as good as the jab today? Timmy covered it. I did see that. I did. Absolutely insane. All the stuff that you were getting kicked off of social media for and being fired for and being shamed for is now being said, hey, you know, all that stuff you said, yeah, you're actually right. I'm sorry you got fired and shamed and called all these names. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. There's a Johnny Whiskey says there's a trailer of the movie Tetris on Apple TV. Yeah, I saw it. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Dude, you guys in the memes are killing me. I see Gret says Super Cobra Vitality. Wolfer says, Griggs, I want to join the Cobra crew. Go Joe. You're here, man. If you're in the chat and you're part of what we need to do. Krista, are you here?
Yes.
And I know you and Steph are probably getting tired, so I don't want to keep you all night. But could we create a Cobra crew section in the Geeks and Gamers Discord? Like a subsection? So can you make a note of that, you and Steph? Like, we need to create a Cobra crew section within the Discord, and then everybody can go in there, and that's where you guys can kind of form your little community within the community. I think that'd be super cool. So I would say if one of you can drop the link to Discord and you guys can join it. I don't know how quickly that can be created, but I
can
bet
do it
people.
now.
Okay, so I bet people would jump in there, and we can have some. You guys can post stories that you want me to look into and everything like that. So I think that would be awesome. So that'd be awesome. Honest Jerk says, first time super chatting with you, Jeremy, and I gotta say, you and Sticks keep proving President Trump is the greatest president of our lifetime for the Republic. And yo, Joe, thank you, man. Yeah, I mean, I will never waver from my support of Trump. I'll criticize him when I think the criticism is valid, but in terms of him being the best person for the job, never gonna back down from it. Eric K, member. Why are you freaking doing members messages, Eric K? I'm just messing with you. The wonderful thing about everyone at Geeks and Gamers is not everyone thinks the same as everyone else, and we still get along. Yes, Eric K, very well said, my friend. Very well said. Jonathan Brewer, I got that one. Gabe with the dollar, got that one. Blue-Eyed Scorpio said, stay out of Colorado. His troll game is on point. GM Steelhaven, Trump's not attacking DeSantis directly. He's attacking the rhinos funding DeSantis. DeSantis just happens to be the human shield at the moment. That's a fair way to look at it. Doc Holliday, fantastic elk and mule deer hunting in Colorado. I've heard. Bird Up says, physical media needs a comeback. Buy disc instead of streaming. Buy CDs and vinyl instead of Spotify. Go old school and they can't mess with it. Absolutely. Vuelo, I think I'm saying that right. CobraCast IRL is for the people, so it should be by the people. You should have regular Joe guests every now and then. Thank you. I like that. For the people, by the people. I like that. That's good. That's good. Lying Dog Face Pony Soldier says Colorado is under voting machine blue system. Blue-Eyed Scorpio says Denver and Boulder make it blue. Giomite says, yo, I think you should use that Cobra Commander outro as the intro. Oh, I forgot about that. That's actually true. I don't have that on this computer, though. Damn it. I will use that. That's a great one. Good call. Joe C., loving the show. Jericho Green would be a great guest for CobraCast. Based as fuck. Cheers. Thank you. Hayden, do a Timcast watch along if you go live at the same time. LOL. Holy shit. That, to me, I think that would definitely be that would be over the line right there. I couldn't do that to him. He has too good of a show, too good of guest. I couldn't rip him off from that perspective. That would be disrespectful. I would have to cancel myself if I did it there. I know you're joking, but I couldn't do that to him. Could not. Jared the American, Jeremy, you should be Trump's vice president in 2024. I wish. Alexander says, let's have our dreams become memes. Absolutely. Let's see. The Chevalier says, not just yeah, but hell yeah. CJ says, Monday Night Wars, CobraCast versus Timcast. You're the WWF. Albert Not a Retro. Brett Cooper has a great video about House of Mouse leaked video of company meeting. I'll have to check that out. Travis Schiffer is a new member. Thank you. Alec Baldwin's finger in the house. The establishment hates Trump because he wouldn't utilize the war machine enough. Absolutely. I just saw David Robb became a new member. Thank you, David. Bean T, I'm a registered Democrat who voted Hillary, but now it's Trump 2024. That's what's up. Albert Not a Retro. None of these Dems thought Trump was so bad when he was supporting Hillary when she ran against Obama for Dem leadership. He was a Democrat previously. Oh, yeah, they're all hypocrites. Gabe becomes a member. Thank you, Gabe. Eddie P with a member message. 2 months of swigging water for the working man. Cobra Crew for life. That's what's up. John Joseph Gray for $9.99. Hey, Jeremy. Hope everything is good with you. So in January, my family and I went to Busch Gardens, Tampa. The Iron Guazzi is insane. Great coaster. If you happen to go to that park, definitely hit that coaster up. Thank you, John. Very passionate theme park fan, John. Appreciate you, buddy. Glad you guys have fun. Kelpatine says, caught you live at last. Go up early and send you some Skrilla. Thank you. I appreciate that. Shaker Maker, those videos are the best. Now they need to leak the footage of Clinton when she realized she lost. Absolutely. Crush the Prophet says, hey, Jer, sorry, dipped out after Tulsa King mention. Hey, now, I don't know but I wasn't going to spoil anything. I just highly recommend the Tulsa King. The Tulsa King is so good. You got to watch it. No spoilers. No spoilers. Bean T says, and Trump got 12 million more votes in 2020 than 2016. Absolutely, he did. Albert Not a Retro, do you have the Young Turks meltdown? I don't have the Young Turks meltdown. I could probably get it, but I don't have it on me. Doc Holliday, I'll never vote for another squid like Mittens Romney or Songbird McCain Ultra MAGA 24. Hell yes. Grizzly Nightmare, have you seen the Netflix show Physical 100 where a female bodybuilder gets destroyed by a male MMA fighter? I haven't, but that sounds great. Let's see. I got that one. I think. Let's see. Chrono Cross greater than Chrono Trigger says Celluloid Dream. I won't go that far. But Chrono Cross is great, but I wouldn't go that far. Who did I miss? Somebody said I missed somebody. I'm looking. Give me a minute. Chrono Trigger is better than Chrono Cross for sure. I saw somebody said I missed Super Chat, a $2 Super Chat. I know there's a couple more I got to get to. So, I missed Darren Delay's $2 Super Chat. Okay, Darren Delay. Let's see if I can find it. Darren Delay, Cobra Brew for the Cobra Crew. Make it happen. That's awesome. NJ Scoundrel, am I nuts or does Disney's Kang look like George Floyd? If you agree, do you think this was on purpose? I didn't watch Ant-Man. I've seen a couple of shots of Kang, but I'd have to look closer before I'd know for sure. Let's see. Got that from John Joseph Gray. Honest Jerk, first time, so I got that one. I got Honest Jerks. I got Blue Eyed Scorpio, Lying Dogface Pony. I got Vuelo. Got all the ones. Let's see. Doc Holliday says I got that one. Got that one. All the ones that are not highlighted, Krista, I got at the bottom of those two lists. Let's see. We got Doc Holliday. Got that one. Albert got that one. Joseph Brown, $1.49. There's still quite a few I need to get to. You guys have been insane tonight. You're like, you know what you guys are doing. You're like, oh, this mofo says he reads all super chats. Let's test him. That's what you're doing. And I'm okay with that. Let's see. Bradley Burnett says, I'm literally sitting here watching CobraCast while editing videos to upload to my new channel, hoping to capture some of your kick butt grinding work ethic. Hail CobraCast. Thank you. Sal Mark, Trump literally gave up everything and didn't have to do this. They ridiculed him, humiliated him, sent agencies after him. He is the chosen one. That's why I love Trump so much, because he didn't have to do this. That's the whole point behind it. He did not have to run for president. His life, think about Trump's life. Trump's life would have been far better on a personal level if he never ran for president. He lost millions and millions and millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, okay? And that's why when people say he's just selfish and he's self-centered, and it's like, no, he has an ego. Yes, he has an ego. He is not selfish. You can go fuck off with that nonsense. Donald Trump is not selfish. A selfish person would not have done what he did at his age, at his point in life. A selfish person would not have done what he did. That is a fact. And that's what these idiots don't understand. You don't have to like him. You don't have to vote for him. You don't have to, whatever. But what selfish person actively chooses to do something that is going to destroy their business model, make them lose tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars, constantly being attacked, constantly being under investigation, constantly. Like, the man has been constantly under investigation. You know what I mean? So, I don't buy the narrative that he's selfish at all. Let's see. DM says, I need to signal boost Salty on Rumble. And then D-Day Cobra Kai. I think that's what it said. Yeah, we love Salty. We love Salty. He's the best. Johnny the Whiskas, have you seen Tim's cat, Mr. Bocas? He's recovering. I just heard about that. Albert Not a Retro sent you an email with please contact Badger live streams in the subject line. Thank you. Fantastic Mr. Knox, the Winnie the Pooh horror film is out and it's bad. I figured it was bad. John Carpenter, Cobra would love to see you do one-on-one debate with Hal Sparks. Would you take the challenge? I don't know who Hal Sparks is. Who's Hal Sparks? I'm not sure who he is. Well, I mean, I would love to. I would love to talk to people that I disagree with. Darth Gavel, the Grand Republic of Texas will be free. Fantastic Mr. Knox. Apparently, he's more women than any woman. Society is in the pooper because of this crap. Before a movie sucked, I need to Windex my ears and eyeballs. I know what part this was from. Dizzy says, forget Trump. I'm voting for the world-ending meteor. Lying-faced dog pony soldier says, Low T America brought to you by Pfizer and Monsanto. Big Mike, they want to turn your kids into that. Yes, 100%. 100%. Cool video says, why did that video have the Ruin Morning Mood by Edvard Grieg? He's one of my favorite composers and one of the best composers from Norway. Oh, that video. Okay, I know what you mean. Let's see. Psychmonger says, thanks, Jeremy. I'm going to gouge my eyes out now. Lee McGovern says, I don't care about Trump's ego. I vote with my wallet, and I got very fat under Trump's watch. Absolutely. T-Mac Gaming, just think that was invited to the White House to interview with the president. Yeah, and it's sick. It's freaking sick. Alice in Blunderland, as a woman, it makes me sick, and I don't get me started on the one pretending to have the agonizing period. That's the same one, I think. I can't keep up. Paul Estrada, is Blair White a woman? Blair White is a biological man that is saying that he's a woman. Heir to the Ron, you getting the new Samsung Galaxy 23 Ultra? Probably. Jeremit K says, you will know the end times because even the children will be perforated. And Phantasm Mr. Knox, I got that one already. Absolutely. Blair White is awesome. Let's see. Looking. There's Bob R with $1. Thank you. Lee McGovern becomes a new member. Thank you. David Robb becomes a new member. Thank you. Eddie P. Member message, 2 months of swigging water for the working man. I got that one earlier. Fantastic Mr. Knox, the Winnie the Pooh horror film is out and it's bad. I got that one. We are almost caught up. I got to give a shout out. You guys give a shout out to Krista Nova. She's been trying and she's been doing a great job of keeping up with all these super chats. So I know she's been frustrated with me because I just noticed the way she was. I just noticed the way she was trying to type them as I was reading them. She was trying to type out new ones so I would see it, and I fucked it all up. Krista, are you mad at me?
No, that was really confusing, though.
I just realized what you were doing. I just realized it. Do you have the new Discord, Krista?
Yes, I created the channel.
I don't know if I'm signed into Discord on this computer is the problem. So let me see if I...
Maybe your phone.
Steph, are you signed into Discord? Can you maybe share your screen so we can take a look at it?
I can check. Yeah, hold on.
Okay. So we've had and again, I'm pretty confident in this show just continuing to grow because of all the support you guys have been sending, because you guys have been insane. And so that's why I wanted Steph and Krista and Jay Hellstorm here, because they're the machine behind the machine. They help things continue to go.
Oh yeah, we already have people in there.
Yeah, That's awesome. So we did create a Discord, or we have a Geeks and Gamers Discord, and we've created a section for the Cobra crew. That's for CobraCast IRL, and that's really cool. Now, we need to let Siobhan know, because she runs our Discord, and we've kind of just come up with this on the fly. But we love Siobhan. Siobhan is great. Let me see. Did I get all the member messages? I think I did. So we've gotten everything, right, Krista?
Yes.
Okay. And shout out to Jay Hailstorm for the beard of shame. So people are saying Ripa is debating. So let's listen to Ripa debate real quick as we close this out. And I'll send you guys over to Ripa. Eric, July. Let's see. So that's it. All right. That is awesome. That is awesome.
I just dropped the link in chat, guys, if you want to join G&G Discord. And then you can start posting in there, and Jeremy will probably see your memes.
Heck yeah. So if you guys are interested in that, go to the Geeks and Gamers Discord. Now, again, just understand that the Discord, we try our best to keep certain sections like, you know, like there's, if you want to talk, like we're going to create our own little, like, CobraCast IRL is whatever. It's you can talk about whatever you want in there. But like Siobhan has like certain sections in there, like we don't do the politics in certain sections, whatever. Just try to respect whatever structure she has. But in terms of that one, I'll get with her and let her know, like, hey, we just created this, so this is going to be kind of free-flowing. It's going to be a wild party in there. All right, so Ripa is debating a hater right now. So shout out to all of you. I'll see you in the Discord very soon. Let's see what Ripa's doing right now. All right.
Personally, I think Peter will always be my favorite, but yeah, I don't know. Can't say either or. I think that's just about it for the foundational stuff I wanted to get through.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, if you don't have anything,
I think I just cut out. Yeah, that was the main stuff I wanted to get through, the foundational stuff. I would say that I don't think I'm on board with the idea that he is tokenized, and it seems like we're kind of at an impasse here. And yeah, that's fine. I would say though, based on the stuff I'm hearing and seeing from videos, I think it is uncharitable and unfair for people to say, "Oh, this is proof that Eric July is racist or whatnot." I don't think that's a charitable read. I think your points are flawed, of course, but I don't think they're racist.
Okay, yeah. Anybody that would dare to call another fucking black man, and I'm more black than Miles ever could possibly be, is fucking retarded. But I think this guy just hung up.
He hung up. He hung up.
I think he hung up.
Oh man, that's
yeah,
funny.
He hung up. Okay. All right. All right. Now he's calling back. Yo.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Did the call just like abruptly cut?
Okay. I don't. Yeah. Well, no, I heard what it is
I
you're
don't know if
saying.
you got the last part. The last part I was getting is that I think it's not really fair to label you as a racist for your stances or whatnot. I still disagree with them, and I think the points are flawed. But I don't think it make. I wanted to make sure that part was clear.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Cool. That works for me.
Yeah. We good?
Yeah. That's all you. If that's all you had, yeah, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Sweet.
Well, yeah.
All right, yeah.
Appreciate you calling in. And yeah. Well, I guess we'll see you next time.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Peace
Have a
out.
good night.
Yeah.
So what is he doing tonight? Is he
All right. No, like I said, we wasn't gonna spend a whole lot of time.
Okay, I guess that guy didn't really want to fight. You guys go say hello to Ripa. We're gonna end this one though. I want to give a shout out again to Jay Hailstorm, My Nerdy Home, Kristen Nova. Thank you guys for being awesome. Go show Ripa some love. Tell him the Cobra crew sends their love. Hopefully he'll find another hater to destroy. And I appreciate you guys. So thank you all for this amazing stream that you have created All of you have created this, not me. You created this. And I'll see some of you over in the Discord, in the Cobra Crew Discord, the CobraCast IRL Discord. Looking forward to that. If you have memes in there, share them. I really, really love all of you, and I really appreciate it. And thank you to anyone, even if you have criticisms for me, for, you know, how this whole thing has happened with the Tim Pool stuff. I know some people think I've taken it too far. I personally don't think I've taken it too far, but I understand that. And I do think we're kind of getting to the point of we need to kind of start making this our own thing, which, honestly, we weren't really Tim Pool heavy tonight. I covered his guest, which I think is very fair. Didn't really criticize him too much, and we will kind of move on from all of that because there's bigger fish to fry. So, thank you so much. Appreciate all of you. Smash the melee button. Join the Discord. Go say hello to Ripa, and I'll talk to all of you a little bit later. Anybody else want to say bye?
Bye. Good night, everyone.
All right. Bye, everyone. Appreciate you.